21st April afi 2026. Yada oboade ase. Divine selection akamene wo ama anope yetumi asori a yahase ye koye nyuma so eye nyame adom. Sanka ye nyame a akamene omi enu nka obonsam ode ye hanam ede amanese. Na so nyankopon ama ho kwan. O say monsore na monko ye modwuma. Enti yada nyame ase. Anope anyoma bebre na na yahye gu apono so ye de ba besom wo ga na wodo dwumade so enche ye betu ye hofo ye behye ye ho kran se na be ya enet Tuesday dwumade ye kwakodi no ye betumi edi ne ye na bibibia aye fefefe ye wi a eye agukanse mu tiawa Kofi Jerry e de besom efe kro wakata aba emontene so na poso mesisi so e de amam na wi a na ageman prempe e na Shafatu Muhammad kakra na aba no omo adoso mu e de asomo na ye wi abeyi wa no ubeyi wano ana uyi wano nana ajuman prempe edi besomu nefe ye ne abedwafo betena se ye di Ghana komo Ghana yeyo Ghana mpontuo nefe Ghana kanko mestres obede bre atena se every sabre ya bo nonson ye kopem se nondu ebebo ne edi dwumedie no ye di esi. It's a pleasure to be on your screen edia mejeso ema kasamafo yamansa betumi afra me MC yamansa me peja mensa se ya na majeso logozo edi ama bebe yedre no moma yentu ye ho na yenhye ye ho enkran ene ensemo a ye de hye ye ho nkran ana ensemo a ye de etu ye ho fo no eno ni. If you don't like the road you are walking, start paving another one. Se ekwan na won nante so no se won pa e very simple. Hwe wofro ekwan ne pa wofro na fa so abrabo na wo bo no adwuma bi a wo ye no anamobi anamotu bi a wutu no sa anamotu no ompa mesera we nya by force pe anamotu fofo na tu embia wo ton pure water business na nkoye mfema o sweetheart pe adwuma wofro na start na ye embia bill na wo de wutwa force na wokoyi na woton woton anu aboka wo hono so embia woton kwa na lalekofo na ba be yiskanedi wo ho so pe adwuma fofro na ye. If you don't like the road you are walking, please start paving another one. Na ebeboa wo. Moma menkan eye bibi wa ha no mo nkyerɛ wo sa eye motivation ya mede asomwe. It serves as a call to action to take control of over your life, embrace change and actively create a new better path when the current one is not bringing satisfaction or happiness. Very simple. Sanamona wutun abrabona wobono jumedia wudin emma action papa mbrewa brabo emma wunya enije emma wunya enika without humility. Cut it and start paving another one. And you're very simple. Awade na wo mu no wesu be ma tete oba tete wo sa wunya enije bakokra wo wakwa awade mu so many years wunya enije bakwom sister start paving another way neba boawo amadwumedi wudi no aye fe na wetumi akọwenim. Sakot way it emphasizes personal responsibility and taking action rather than waiting for circumstances to change on their own. That circumstances, no, it won't change. So it won't change here. It will not change. Encourages creating your own destiny and not letting others define your path. Very simple. And opensima mini wucheni. Abrabo na ubano se enhete uye ya without humility. Cut it. Bible kraka se wusabenkum anani infanatete wa chatochene. Na wonton. Enti bibi wo ma wo ya anabrabo bi wo wotu anamo bi a wotu no ade bi a wo ya enkoye wo tete wo hahaya be pacho starting a pave another way na bibi bia enye fefefe na ohu ento. It implies that if a situation as a road is difficult or unwelcome, you have the power to create a new direction ebeboa. When and some man pay the shay who crime, Messerel, so would did you maybe who take it and a more to be, oh, ye bibi, a contract to be a wakofa, you may be a warrior, a brabobia, woman, situation be a woman, and be out away, there be a one of Jota, man, it's not helping you. Start it, Najai, na pe a fruit papa beddi, na organs not in to me, and walk home on a honto. We're very simple. When in someone appear the shay home crying, when in someone appear the train for Danny Dana, yet Tanasian shay home crying, son of a ya, Jumedia yedino, ye bet to me a dinner for course, na abrabono, ye to me a home, na bibia IFF. Abrabono, a achuacho. A Danny, but I don't just say a cheer. I was so cheer. A cheer. No one make sure so what no. Son of a also with me a show with him straight. I know it to me a call na bibia IFF. When and someone pay yedi etu ye unfu when and someone pay yedi asha ye hunkra. I believe say why you're blessed and that Tuesday I will quay. Bibia be successful. Bibia be a guy. Na bibia aye logo so. Mr. also beje bre atna say na ye try ye hosima ba na me catch also ye streaming live our Facebook, YouTube and all our social media platforms. Momo Diana ko na ko hwehwe a Great Commission TV GH. Follow, like, share. Na ja will comment. Ewo ho. Ye be kenkan ama ama bibia ayefefefe. Ye twa ya wonsema. Sie pa Coffee Jerry. Why crowd so that I go ken sie mutiawa. Ade besomo. Enko bebia. Ye be sisia.
Asera kasian koma tweri amponya mesawama adepa etimi achinye boyom eha a Great Commission TV GH TV station papa we e go kanse mutia wana pa we ye de bremo be pa cho menji mu TV no manenda ho and join in live on Facebook Great Commission TV GH wo fie so a fa decoder no fa to Great Commission TV na o digital TV no so fa to Great Commission TV sisi na join in live na yin na intimi embon komo yen sports no mo enkomo ne papa idino Kofi Jerry the Goddess nchia kese enkomo Apostle Sylvia and Reverend Edmond Lai Prophet Elvin and so nchia kese enkomo na nchia kukuru wa kese sekutu se bamno koma yengina ya papa Apostle Jackson on also share life and yengina ya mama papa ya manageress na ya no so hwe papa live kantona enso hwe wo kaswana okọ down so New Russia ho okọ ahia no okọ tema omonyina omko no ba no ngwa ha omonyina hwe live ewo Great Commission TV me pa chom ye hyasie ewo Italy yeko Italy Inter Milan sporting director Inter Milan sporting director or the Zembi atimi abetudwa me be ye story bi na me ka kira wo se aprantia ni di Bastoni Sina kan edema Inter Milan or a defender, young defender or Bobo papa or no ena Barcelona esine so se kwin da wa kwanya bi eda ho obetimi ajibre abe Bobo kwa ne dindi Barcelona na ndia abetoja ne zo sporting director say ono de bebi ogina no enya dia Bastoni eko bebia na onya ko bia emfi team bia ho nia ohwa ye social media obi achorchor dia beto na se call pa dia obi a enchoro na se Barcelona feel say omo pesa abranche na ene omo ntimi emfre na dia wo no omo timi adiscard na bebi ade gina de enya de a omo ton abranche a dindi Bastoni usina kan edema Inter Milan fa me call Real Madrid ya call Real Madrid abranche na de Chouameni midfielder papa usina kan edema Real Madrid osansu efri France national team na way na Manchester United Eden Sembi abetujwa maybe have a story catch out say Brancha ne dindi Casemiro any Ogate midfield partnership no ya dia season eba na wie ya omu fit sa omu fit team ne mum enya dia ombeto aso esi o makan e dia ma Manchester United way and abaya say Manchester United e per midfielder papa no e na ukosho Manchester United short list so obi Eddie Anderson obi Eddie enso eye Chouameni we pray mo say bibia ekoyi Manchester United ebe bedi Eddie amano say obetimi abe John Bobo no na waboa Eddie amom na memo refi Manchester United so bibia omoda no bibia ekoyi o be qualify akọ European stage no so which is the Champions League, you know, and the so and we here say on betimi are attractive big names on betimi Isioma kind Ediama Manchester United Bobo Kuno Yanko Liverpool Saboslai Liverpool fans for now Ubom Dina no maka Saboslai or no and a contract in some ababetuja now when I get me any echuchen common or there to just say or no Neniji or London hopper papa Neniji or Liverpool hopper papa na Bibia Eko Yanya dio betuniketem Edefi Hona Obesina kind Ediama Liverpool you will never walk alone now into when I say Liverpool midfield 100 year say kutu say bam still no matured players in our hoa the contract never toa they sign the contract no Edama Liverpool FC Abrantia ni Sansu ni Dindi Konate or also a Liverpool defender Otina kind Edama Liverpool Sanso every country and Dindi France the French national team na ehun sensem etime ba Real Madrid mu nyina etime ba ho no mo pen free agent Konate estate in the club akaka krebi penalty nsa atukrata asia no so etime extend the contract the man Edama Liverpool FC na we team esina kan Edama Liverpool boboku no for me come Manchester City yakowa coach anidindi Pep Guardiola na is almost a kind of see after the weekend on Sunday no mutimi share Arsenal 2 goals mutimi team 1 peno na eno na Abranta ni Dindi Rodri etimi walking out of the pitch about you know eno na ebisa Pep Guardiola say Rodri injury na kosi say eno no timi kan say asat nyame stand no ono onim bibia na going forward no obehwe nya dia club doctors no e catch no nya o me catch no ba betudwa say Rodri the injury no serious and I said knock bi keke na utimi enya ye for me ko bobo kwa mo di Bournemouth coach now no or yon beating on team lose match bia for now no for the past 12 matches no ya dia Bournemouth team lose match bi kura na we na abetimi abetodwa so coach no ebetodwa say ya dia after the seasons no or ko akọ team fufro na odbetudwa na we na Bournemouth almost sign coach almost sign coach Abranta ni Dindi Marco Rose currently no or no NBA head coach for the Bournemouth team no next season no and the Bournemouth coach no to say NT for me call French league no more over the weekend no Paris Saint-Germain any Olympic Lyonnais it's ya kan Bob Paris Saint-Germain 2-1 Paris Park Paris Saint-Germain hope na Abranta ni Dindi Hendrick Abranta the young player of Real Madrid loan and also na kan Olympic Lyonnais no otimi bobo papa e share go wonderful goal but no wie no kodi asabi e di kire Paris Saint-Germain fans no odi asebi na okowie no sanso ye Kylian Mbappe celebration no in honor to Kylian Mbappe na way and I didn't send bebre e ba ye Hakimi etimi da betodwa na omo head coach omo wie no na Hendrick ye na adwen se okwakọ chia coach anidindi Luis Enrique oya Paris Saint-Germain park no na coach no etimi etwen no ho o hwe screen so coach no etimi etwen no ho fi okra ewie na ebisa coach say aden na oya bibisa o say ono de nkolo omumbu ade de enyo mutipen kra nti ono mpesa agro no nkolo omumbu ade de enya ade a ono mu ebe di agro kra enya ade a obefo kaso menim kra sa na odi tudwa e wo French league no mo abra yewie game na ye ne ebon komodo say no ombushe because ultimate coach na Paris Saint-Germain fans nenim endi asa enfan chiromo de wawo mo sa ono de ompesa de nta kola ombu ade de enya ade a ono ebeya adam fokra yenko Estival yakwensi ono so Brazil abantia match na mo ball over the weekend no Manchester United no Chelsea edi nchoba ko Stamford Bridge no setia 4 matches in a row 4 matches in a bounce up omesia kan English Premier League ni mo omuntimi enhye go ba kokra ya shani ningina ya bonechi say papa yo sa enete Abranta Estival walking out of the pitch as early as the first half na way na the injury no akoye hamstringer enti omda betudwa endara say Estival injury no 10 to 15 days there was say oye ready I'll be back to the pitch into World Cup na dan enim no bibia ekoyi ya there I'll be ready for the World Cup na betimi ekosi na kan yenko Arsenal the Gunners Arsenal yo Arsenal ya the red and white yenko masye the only Queen Elizabeth team yenko masye coach no Edin Sembe betudwa after okodi ncho Manchester City home hodom na den okan na way na betudwa say league ni de nya de a ye wie kura ye ndu baby na aka 5 matches na 5 matches aka no or make sure say on betimi e win matches na aka ni nyina na wahwe say matches no ebe boa no obetimi e win wo hwe screen so a say na waka say they have a game in hand and we have 3 points in hand, so game on into game no or say ayaba boa kosi ewie na wahwe say obetimi agi crew no e de sin the so fami come Mourinho ho yen come Mourinho ho a ye kodi Yeni Mourinho ekodi nkomo bi unnim say Mourinho akoji Benfica for the past 21 matches enya dia team ni dindi Benfica eluzu match and that was Chris, and so other second of the league log. We team winning the match, no lose, 0 lose. We winning to about 30 matches. When our ball draw 9, and we winning 21 good matches with 44 goals difference. We winning 21 matches pa. We say Mourinho papa or no, and we team a bonny home more than papa. On lose match be a Benfica. Now so other second on the league log. Say point na ewo ho no on betima aye wa de timi akomenima na watimi eji crew ano obeye one of the first coaches wetimi akọ season unbeaten apart from the Arsenal letimi ye no wakọ beaten obia entimi embro no me part of me call Real Madrid no coach Ndidi Alvaro Arbeloa na we na Real Madrid nsembia ekokoso wo ho unim say we interim coach over the season no na Real Madrid be say obetimi assign contract and now say on bejano akope coach fufro and no na players no you could rare players ni mona nya Ecos World Company say players no do na any say Alvaro Arbeloa obekita team no because omso menije say na omo relate say na omo kasa no camp no emuye de papa enti omo pa Real Madrid betimi a maintain no say ono enye head coach for the next season sa ededa omenim no Abrantia ni din Neymar da Silva dos Santos omu si akan over the weekend no na omo ko wie match no meka kira o say onya call up ni yet enti ni match bia penifo edi kira omo hwe na way and na okobo match na the match no boy no owie na fans no boo almost no boo ni sa say NT e Brazil abonte so yamba akra house of folk na omo board member de din nyawo tamaklo de sembia be betudwa na say eno kan ye o see house of folk or heart of folk board member o see wa monitor league ni musa na league na wa monitor we won say your local league no standard no very 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 low. Now the challenge facing Accra House of Folk and Asante Kotoko are fundamentally a leadership responsibility. Sa enoka ye or say a leadership say Kotoko ani has omuni leader papa bia. There is no good leadership entina omudincho over the weekend Saturday no ye be biemu ye be fire na misuma fire obi abe joining fire no ball no mo ni ye omumpe ball pa omumba mpeni papa omedi ball echi no mo ball no enye fe ye betimi afire sana nyawo tamakule board member e wa Accra House of Folk boku no say na otimi editu dwa Abranta ni din Samba Onel osina kan erima Kotoko Kumasi Asante Kotoko your current captain ya beto dwa ne season ni wie ye kura wetim anya team or the okosi akan edi amomo e the South African League South African League no enti season eba na wie no de okosina kan edi ama sa team no nti say NT Yamin Lamar wetimi eji kruwa bi edesini sire so omo now our Switzerland wetimi weji the young persons award the young personality our football ni mo ono na wetimi agi award no o sha no kita no ni kafu Abrantia ni din di kafu na wetimi edisa award no e share nsa nti Yamin Lamar wetimi anya award bi ekita say NT ewo ho anapeya na beto dwa e latest e mono chia coach and the interim coach Ndidi Prince Osei e de Kumasi Asante Kotoko we jane dume kuo no e de ato ho me ba ha be fire e ka kira o se wasa onya de obetima aboabo boko no ono agye atum ono a hwe video no na wagye atum se nya de obeto aso e de amakomasi Asante Kotoko until we ja say juma no e de ato we leave camp no with a mutual understanding between the two parties, which is ono any club na kasenti currently no youth coaches no and Kita Kotoko youth coach and the Hamza Obeng any branch and the Akwesi Kusi and goalkeeper trainer no Eric Niba ono former Kumasi Asante Kotoko keeper otimi esi na kan edema Kotoko ne ono ene omo goalkeeper trainers no intisa eneti ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko ahye ho mepa chop ha na ebetimi edumu esi ebre enti na mepa chop menchi mu video no enfi Great Commission TV tinasene train na didi so no ebe ba ko akrata mu pensemo na fe the discussion segment na fe the Nana Ajema Mprempe enso edi beyiwa no ebetimi edi abana Shafatu enso ebe join convo no na metimi era kuwaka tani muntimi nchim na joining your life I'll comment and way ba for comment eba na like na share Great Commission TV GH na share your life ebi ana we juma we fifie eti share wo phone so na ye mfa package ni na entimi embreme ha na betimi edi ajamo ye kra ye dan ye ho abasisi na ye ba ye beto a ejumedie iso ye basisi a
Hospital be a man.
Hospital be here for them.
We okay. Sister, but I was super brave. Senor Daruma, come in me. You're fine.
Come on, you obituary. And then me Madaroma, name Kenoga Herbal Clinic at Daroma. Unless you tell me what say Emma Beam. You two are cry Emma Beam. And you don't want almost so diabetes, pressure, kidney problem, joint pains, stroke, sexual weakness. Mama number 6 no. Sexual weakness no. Bema wa bada bridge. Ane. Why na mikuni? Often an inchim e stressful deja Kenoga Herbal Clinic. The here penny oba ne bema wa pa e watch and as wa pa bache. Money how Dr. Everton te. Kenoga Herbal Clinic ni time herbal sunni. We trust in quality.
And you about what's not.
Abusia for ya mu bibia kwaba e de ba Pensan Company Limited so edmaku a wo Ghana ha wakofa eduro nwanwaso e de abadwa so a eduro no eye nwanwade akese eduro ni din ne Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsule eduro na ne mra na de agan no wudnam na oti agan a eduro yi e na mebe kanfo de amagana ni bia na se bibini bia se obenya bie na won so anonom na etimi aboa no sa eduro waso ye ka ho asemi Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene ne capsules no eye eduro a ye adwuma wontini mu eduro uyo obi a sabi o mema sem eda fom tinkeja bema ne ntimi man mu so kra bema ne ntimi mpegya no ho uye bema sabi woni obehiem na sisia no waje mu a wonso eduro ye kanfo de amount eduro ye eduro a ebe boa ma wontini na tinya so regina so ebe ma mogya de afusane wo bema no mu ama bema na timi asore agina so yie na watimi abo adwuma na ama o piafo obi bia sabi oni atenka so yo ba so ye bema wuhia edro Semence Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules anemna ne de agan ne bi kona koto binom watenka ayira na tekokra kona koto edro ne bi nanom na obehu sabi edro no esi ye adwuma sifa afei wuye ne to nchen sabi obi wo hono a fitikom o how pa kese pa so yo ba na wo kom fitire na se wo menses na ma ebeyi a edro ebeboa eye Semence Vital Herbal Mixture kona koto edro no binom be ma wo fitiko no bibia ye kama de amount afei so wote yaw o fitiko mu a edro ebeboa eye Semence Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules afei so obi won ma sabi o akoja ne nan no na mogya di atire we oba na otisa de bia hu mogya no tie ni ye pa se mogya no ye gon bright red we no ka se bright red a en na se do betima abo ma mogya ni nyina to atwa e de ama okra afei so obi so a sabi ne to ase twetwe no we ni kan se sciatica wo sciatica eduro betima abo ama yaw ne twetwe na wo ni nyina atimi ati akokra no e ye agan Semence Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules. Edro no eye adwuma wontini mu. Na enuane no bi wo edro wo mu a eboa pa. Ye friend nitric oxide. Say nitric oxide no unya eba onipadua ma enti bi emu asi enti na aka tare. Ba bebiem ba be hu ntini ama ntini metuna da wo modya atime de afusane. Usisi na ya ye neurotransmitters a sonifree adwen no ho na eba eno na se obi te jawa na se pains bi mu a na sa neurotransmitter no etimi aba beboa ama pain na se yaw no etimi akofom edrei ewo nyanenwo bi wo mu a etimi release neurotransmitter ye fe no endorphin na sa endorphin ne pa se usisi na yaw jaw na wote no ewo usisi mu no edrei eba be stop ni nyina yisu dopamine na be yi yaw ni nyina firi wo ko e de amount enti so sisi yo ya edre wo so num e ya agan Semence Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules edre age award yenim de ye ka ho asem no 2022 best waist pain product of the year 2023 edre age award e fasisi ya de ho 2024 ye sa hwani mu sa afie di anyim nyina so ye be sa age award no wo ye bema na wo pese unyina so no gina so peme wabla obe no maduro no sima kakra bi ati a frɛ number no a egu screen ase no o frɛ number na ye be no be kasa kama ni a cho se do be sia no maduro no na emi na atumi aboa ama bibia ye kama ma o afei so ba bi a be nya bi ato no ye di egu screen so na mom tie ni ye pa se wo kumase ene ne pattern wo store wo person to be ton a ba bi a edi kan PFA pharmacy New Road Junction wana PFA pharmacy o stock kese a obenya don bi atu honum akwakoton afi Colinac ewo Ashtown oni Dani Herbal obi nyina wa Ashtown ko ho Fredimens eso okeo ono so be ma obi ato afi so Sambora ewo Kajetia Gate 3 ne opposite pe edroi edra e ba beboa eyi sa ho hawo nyina afi wa kwa ma o enti pe bi akiri kwan to agan a etrese ejan no pe bi to na enkotote e ma na so nya wa ho den pepepe e da ma
for ya da maso sama jebre atwen ama Kofi Jerry edi agukansie mutiawa edi asomo bebia yedru no eye krowa krata aba emontene so no na poso ena mi besisi so edi ama na ria kakra na babonten no Shafatu Muhammad ene na najima prempe adosomo edi ama mo bebia yedru no moma yen hyase se fe na wa join eye live na ana wo hwe yan me pacho ye stream live e wo Facebook momodi na ko eye Great Commission TVGH follow like share na ja wo comment e wo honomo efe so a wo hwe wo fia eye number na ye de friend the honomo to edu sab ebra e wo se wo frɛ no wo so betumi de wadwen kyeraba efe wo so apesa sende e de my WhatsApp no your WhatsApp number no at the screen so betumi de wo comment aba na ya kenkan e de amawo enti moma yen share e ye krowa krata aba montene so na poso no moma yen sha asie Yashasi a the daily graphic and a yede shasi a daily graphic in yede shasi. Government boost power supply capacity. A 2,500 transformers being installed nationwide and also at the Asantehene honors President Mahama, 2 former presidents with gold medal. And also at the Hanamunefe, VVU proposes tuition support for private tertiary students. And also at the and Sema Anope, a daily graphic at the Asumuye no. Ebusia for Yanko a daily guide. Daily guide. Now we share front page Hanamo a Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia ni phone nedaha or say intimidation can't break NPP Bawumia to government at the Hanamo. If a CSOs criticized over natural resource destruction silence. And also Ewa Hanamo. Nigerian grabbed for operating brothel. Brutal. And also that. And I want to me get another chance to file witness statement. And Sema Anope a daily guide. Anyene edi amaye no. Ebushia for yen twaso enfema mo. Na ye twaso a ye called the National Enquirer. The National Enquirer. Now we share your front page Hanoma. Supreme Court at 1:50. Government reaffirms support for judiciary at the Hanamo. If a KGL delivers again, pays 153 million Ghana cedis to GRA, sets the pace for corporate responsibility as critics fall silent. And also at the if a KGL Foundation assist OT Regional Hospital. Stan Dogbe hails exporters as pillars of Ghana's economic stability. And also Ewaha and the NSA partners Absa Bank to offer overdraft support for service personnel. And also Ewaha Ghana Law Society demands retraction from Afenyo Markin over attacks on judiciary. Oyibi police grabs 2 in possession of 40 bundles of suspected stolen ECG cables. And someone the National Enquirer at the Asumien Anope Yanko the archives. Now we share a front page Hanamoa. Tensions in NPP over push to change minority leadership. The Hanama Fenyoma Ken and not don't pray any Kwabna upon Kroma any Niekaka Kaho Omufoni at the Hanamu. Feeding crisis hits SHS nationwide. Charles threatened shut down over founding 7-month arrears. Wife slashes husband with razor blade. And also at the Hanamo, if a stakeholders told to rethink real estate beyond land and buildings, as housing ministry, Niles, and a gold key rec chart new path. If a Mahama applauds speedy works on Tamale Cardiology Center and Sema the archives at the Asumien Anopeni. Ebusia for Yanko the dispatch. Kratano and Nenimuna Yemfa and Somo. NDC was spelled vote with NPP in Ashanti in 2028 elections. Asiadun Ketia, Nymphoni and Nahadaha Onodi and Semi Eddie Abba. With the approval of President Mahama, 19 senior police officers promoted, and also at the Hanamo. Honoring 51 years of legal excellence, Ghana's king of law and voice of justice, Mr. Chachu Chikata. And someone, the dispatch, Krowakratano, Ekruche, Edi Amayeno no. Ebusia for Yanko, the Ghanaian publisher. The Ghanaian publisher. Demo rocks at Damus mining. Lands minister urge to act. Government raises chiefs pay by 300%. And also at the Hanamo. Court allows Untumi to file witness statement. Bawumia to Mahama. Stop harassing critics. And someone, the Ghanaian publisher, ede asomu yen anope ni ebusuafo yenko eye the Chronicle a newspaper no enim the Chronicle Krowakrata na enim Nzema youth kick against illegal mining by foreign nationals on Adamu's concession. And also Edahanomo. AG asked court to convict Wontumi. And also Edaha, deputy attorney general. Nifoni and Edaha. Government rolls out operation Keep the Light On to stabilize power supply. And someone, the Chronicle, Ekruche Ede Amaye, Anope Enye. Ebusiafo yanto aso emfemamo na yenko yenim na bibibia enye fefefefefefefefefe yanto aso emfemamo. Okay, Krowakrata aba emontene so na poso and na mesisi so ede amamono kakra na aba emontene ne so no mini ya Shafatu Muhammad ye de besomo ye bedosomo ede amamo se na be ya mahu ensemo a etwegu ewo mangana quickly moma yentwa ya hosema se ye ba mini Shafatu Muhammad kakra no ye de besomo ye basisi ya
And I only had a phone, made in Charleston Con at the Mao Bibiala or Hermy. If we a time Herbal Center, many quancher for me day a true time Herbal Mesha, and a time Herbal Mesha, me day about a gamason. Obo Rados, the Herbal Shop Pharmacy show be a Oqua, Ubing be at all. Then a drum perception come up a time Herbal Mesha. No question say a draw a boosting immune system, no, a supporting immune system, a white blood cells. And the red blood cells are supporting Quamoano, and many young then a strong con. The partial Uti may be a while now yare, the be a na be a boa, what drew air back up a drone, time Herbal Mesha, and answer the capsules. Idea when you be a bit me about papa, but your baby will have one so na sweetani Nasena eba, or have and sons and never gonna say, or have one and a sena a kikano, who walk grandpa after the men's son, who wants and a say big to me, additional, who wants to in Suya sensory and Kauna if you say eba, the patron no time Herbal Mesha, and answer the capsule Sibia, the boy is how we na at your through so. Ma aware so emperempo so banyansani yebunu be na yenka na sam ye ka na so obu abaka so mato adurabre na emperempo so kodwa miinu a na hu de eba the saint na so yo ba na se wutie mi a na kanfo tam Herbal Mesha ana asa ne capsules na kanfo adama sanso abe me bo ha no ba be kodin pasogro efiri na nsen ko no bonsi nsu pitani efiri ne be ma na eba efiri be 5 days ko na nsu na nya sasa na ya brownish color na ne be ma na emuya ne ya na ne mu ahihye no obu okra okodun so kra pa yiso kodira mfikyire be bi na wafe ne sen na wakwa akodun so bonsi ne be ma na ahihye no na ekuro abamu obu ane de no wa treat ekọ ne so ho abonsi ne mu na eka ne pe pato ye be ma na wutie ni a eturo na eba akopɛ unya tam Herbal Mesha anasa ne capsules am na ya dia unya bia ebetu abo papa ama won so watumi adon ho be me bo abon sansa na begugu no ho o abon sansa mo bi no ne nam no ase kukodwi no wode ne nsa beka no so ya dia onhu bibia e wo ho e pa toto tam Herbal Mesha anasa ne capsules.
For Yadamasa Samajabre Achain, Ama ye try ye hon aba. I Michelle Mobose, Kuwakrata, Kakanaba Montensono, Yabedo Somo Ediama, and to quickly Moma Yen Shassier. Now see a Shassier made the daily graphic and I made a Shassier Anopay. Now we share a front page Hanamo Asante Hine, honest President Mahama, two former president with gold medal. Now we share a year Kratafa, a Tosso, a year Edu Mien Sanwa, a year his otumfo ose tutu ne mfoni eda honomo a oba be ona eye amampani miensa omabo modern ewo oman Ghana eye asante hene otumfo ose tutu otoso mienu the prestigious eye otumfo commemorative gold medal the bema eye President John Dramani Mahama, the former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the former president John Ejekum Kufuor empenifo obebo mabaso nyame aduma ewo World Meet in Ghana executive dinner ball in Kumasi ifiada ede yenima ebe ochema sa empenifo miensen amabo modia amasomodwe atena oman Ghana efekuru aba enonti enode sa abosubodie yi ede emom sana ba ya no mo so mbaba mabeto adwumedie no so no ombetumi ejina no mama asomodwe atena oman Ghana wo hwe kratafa front page honomo a obehu government boost power supply capacity ni nyina afa transformers a omo CCA na omo install ediamayen mo beka ya ka say transformers bebre na aba sana aban kaya ana energy minister ekaye na sa transformers ebe boa ama pressure efuo sa kanea dum ple na ye ka say no mampani ababonti abechem se enye dum so na mom transformers na omo install no eno na ama how kakana ba because omo yesa installation na ebe boa makania no ne ho kasa bebrebe no ne nyina abafam enti eno na mampani say omo install 2500 transformers wo oman Ghana mo se ne be ya asomodwe beba na bibia ayefefefe efe VVU proposes tuition support for private tertiary institution Valley View University and more proposing tuition support ma private tertiary student na kwakoye any custom na kwakoye any jesempa infonia higher Professor Daniel Ganu in academic regalia during his induction as vice chancellor at the Valley View University nifoni ha omochira sa tuition ni ana support yomdoma esua ponfoi ebeboa amoma adusua etompon if you so tertiary additionfo yi jumedi omode no ometumi adi na asomodwe aba and someone anope the daily graphic ekruche edi amayeni
Ebushia me so meto aso na the daily guide the workrata no na chese me to aso say Ghana's favorite newspaper na eno no na chese krata fa to so miensa no NPP amayeko no flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na waka say that chese NDC amayeko no enkane kamia kwakwa say chese bibi kakra bia no person bossa opposition party no person bom henya anase o de hu bi to am so ni na ne say Ghana kamamika bi amamra na eguso ewo ho engu yewu enu ti say obi so betimi akire na adwene ewa mayo kwan so no eno so ewo ho kwan say obetimi aye bibi sa na we de kamia kwa say ena be hwe communicators yi onko ka bibi pe say na de hankofo be go mo sa che say we see our Dr. Bawumia kire say kamia kwa say ndisi amayo kuo no ene aban na mo hwe pa na bibi kakra pa na wo de state security no na mo de hwehwam na mo de bomb training na say nyi na mo de kam kasabo ahwe mo yemu a wo kire say na omo huhu kra pa nyom ho mo ntia mo hwe we nya de be mo opposition party na ka wan no tum da ene we sunya de a ebe breki omo na chese honsam na NPP flag bearership Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia da babetu jana nsem odi tuja wo no nkasa ne residents wo Accra eda memene da na wo kan nsem na uguso ehyen communicators no kran sai moko a na kire majo no so monka na monti ase no monka enti se na ya da bia kukudro na mo amudi ko gina TV stations ahodo any radio stations ahodo na se mudi ko gina bedwom kasa no ma masa kudro no enka mo enhyeda monko so engina brane na chese mo no kra na monim no abre bia monko so na monka na eguso egina kratafa etoso miensa no eho no Accra Circuit Court ashwe a sentence maami bi a wonya mfie no eduasa enum so a sentence no 3 years imprisonment na maami ono oda to ne ho so ono oyokonfo a chese tashi hanu mu sei wa Accra na wo hwe edi ne dwuma na maami ne din ene nana adwo ayamwa ne nyina ne sen abrante bi a friend abu wo fi Kumase ntotra so ho na wofiri na kyerese ose obi maami fosua na ebo modern di na adwo ayamwo ho adanse se da bi oyokonfo panyini pa ba ne so obi a wo bene pa wo hu fom no maami no wo ya de papa na kyerese owuru abu so ameka so wofiri ntotra so yi wa santemantam yi edwuma yi bi wonya bi nye na owura so anya edwuma sika beda ko boto mo ne se nyina ho behia so beda nani aba be kyere na adwo ayamwo ameka se okonfo kase ya ono na ebo ne ho samna ne se wo yokonfo yi obepie na kache na kire se maami ehwe nyame anim na se license kra woni bio on register ye ɔno a na ɛfrɛ ne ho kɔnfoɔ ɛna wahwɛ adada papa yi agye ne nsɛm sika ɛna kyerɛ sɛ wɔde kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɛbɔ mmɔden paa boa no ɛsiane sɛ ɔno no ɔne asantehene asante man wura ɛwɔ link nti ɔbɛboa na kyerɛ sɛ wɔba bɛyɛ ntɔtɔ so hene ɛyɛ owura abona ba bɛ ntɔtɔ so hene ɛwɔ ɛyɛ asante mantam hɔ nom ɛna kyerɛ sɛ owura yi so hɔ na mpɛ asɛm de hɔ na ɛwɔ esogu n'anim ɔbɛka sɛ dɛbi ɔbɛka na n'ɔtum na sɛ ɔde ose yɛ ɔyɔ sika otwa de ma no ɔhwɛ ɔmɔden ɔbɔ ɔmɔden etua ɛde ma no afei ɛno akyi no ɛna wɔsan ɛhwɛ ɛyɛ ɛka kyerɛ ne sɛ ɔbɛboa no paa ɛno nti ɔma ne sika na no so anya ne sika gari ne sika ne ba betu ebe double na double e de ama no ne nyina ma meji ya wo ntimi anya ho hwe na se ka me akwa se owura abone ho eye aka adwamu a enya asam keto na ho behia se police for bebemu na nyina ko wiase no na afede copy e wo court a Accra Security Court ahwe atena asam no mu na eye police assistant superintendent Augustine Kingsley upon and actually so almost share a prosecutor some way na nipa preside ye anase otena edwam owura Dennis Ram Fumi wakasa na wachere se abukra edwuma wonye na maami ahwe nyame anim ahwe ebunu kotikwa so bebre nya bako enya mienu na chere se ano ayehye pa ho akwakopie mu na kokopie mu ko trom se maami unim se edwuma wudi a woda ato ho so ye konfo so nu se onya konfo se oh afede me hu se kyerɛ sɛ na me manya de kra a wo pakyɛw nti ɛno ho no ɛna ma hwɛ ebu naten sɛ won kɔ prison na nkɔkɔ so aban ɛyɛ mfie no miɛnsa ɛho nsɛm so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ the daily guide the obokrata no kratafa ɛtɔ so miɛnsa na ehuri ɛnkɔ kratafa ɛtɔ so ensia no ɛyɛ 28 year we the Nigeria for ya omufi Nigeria eba oman Ghana mu yi bebre na aba ombepe adwuma ye ebi so be na bojo om ne Ghana fo om de bosi ani a obi apɛ customers na we de oba na no wanya adwuma ni bi anye o e na oba omone ekokosi dan ɛwɔ ɛyɛ asante mantem ɛhɔ ɛna oba omode kokosi dan ya adwuma a ode dan ɛyɛ nyina ne se basi bra ɛna wapake ma na egu hɔ no mo na be ma wa obeba part time and so be full time any na ebi ana the price we a business na wonum ehwe ho esi anom eye police for so enya ne te o makoko pie mo honom a ma hwe ache eye ewure ya wonya infie no eye 38 years 28 years odi sa nyamra sami esansen Ghana mamra no krampo ekaseti asa abrabo no enti o ma hwe ache na ese ehon sam so no ye de aba be pie mu ewo ahanomu esteyi enti we ye nsam a the obokrata the daily guide e de aba ene anopai
ebusiafo metua so ade amamo na me de the chronicle and me de toa so amamo wo hwe front page hanomu a lance minister Mr. Emmanuel Amakofibua and Ifoni Neda Hanomu now say Nzima youth kick against illegal mining by foreign nationals on Adamu's concession. Oshe eye kratafa etoso miensa sa asemi eda honomo ne nyina efa eye timamufu omo Nzima youth no omo buafu ye papa ne nyina ne say eye illegal mining na ekoso ho eye Chinese phobia omo bafa omo asase a omo ye illegal mining wo so eno na mababu no ho omo buafu ye pa omo atesi bontin almost say omoite tesikoko ede akire aban ne national Chinese nationals for omaba betina o say aban hwe na ontu omasi enfenfi wo elesa o say oye omundwuma efe omonsa ase na ade na ewo ho no o say no omunsuo ene abrabo ona omasetena dada setena ho no eno so illegal mining ne e ka omuye pa enso omo no mo ne nyina say nnuane omudi ne nyina say nti aban hwe se na be ya asomodwe beba omo mine so na Chinese for omo ye illegal mining ho no ye betu omase efi honomo okọ kratafa etomiens esoso miensa ubenya bi akenkan kratafa etoso mienu eye want to me AG ask court to convict want to me nina efa want to me any akonta mine court insensem ya wona kopie eye criminal division 4 ewo Accra High Court ewo enkran popone mantemo na we efa eye Ashanti regional chairman e the New Patriotic Party NPP amanyoko no eye Bernard entwibo asiakon adodo na efre no eye chairman want to me na sama eda eye court na ndrada enom kopie mu ewo eye court batanya ewo enkran popone mantemo na omokodu honomo ewo sanka file eye witness statement ai nyentia wo se asemwe ena yendi ana wentia asemwe ena odi aba no ene ne friend witness statement na omokodu ye no eye chairman wontumi amfile ono ne lawyers no amfile sa witness statement no eno enema attorney general deputy edin semi tu just be ya anka ye ma onko file ne witness statement se na be ya bibibia ebe ye fefe fefefe na asomodwe aba wokọ eye kratafo etoso mienu a ubenya bi akenkan ama bibibia aye fefefe efe eye woba eye kratafo etoso miensa na eye government rolls out operation keep the light on to stabilize power supply eye sa adwumedie ya omampani ade abai omochira ebeboa se na be yankane adom so ple no ne nyina etu etwa na omode dwumedie bi ahyehye so ewo nkran popone mantemu eye endra na eye press conference na ba so na acting managing director Edima Electricity Company of Ghana ECG engineer Kwame Pepena ono na outline eye measures bia omoni aban atenase a omodi gu ose na be ya kane na be tina so kane no enkokra an Ghana be tisa abrochire endum kane hu bi kra eno ne ensem omode tudwa na omochire ma measures ahodo omode gu abontena na omode ba no ebebo makane ne nsensem no etumi agina so oman Ghana se na obi edi ne dwuma obi ton na de cold store ahodo obi wo office oye adwuma na kane adwuma enkotete no na kane ne gina so a ebema sika so aboman Ghana mu na economy no ebetumi epagya ne mu ensem anopai eye the chronicle ekruche edi amayeni
Ebusha me to amoso na the Ghanaian Times the Bokrata no say the most authoritative newspaper na kratafa etoso eye du mienu na miguso amigina hoi na eye minister edema local government chieftaincy and religious affairs Onmonyanfo Ahmed Ibrahim and na worker say na watchere say eye aban no na NDC aban ya woti so egusu bu na memwe yi e was spending eye sika 50 billion Ghana cedis e wo eye akwan enkoa ehon ampan so na say ekwan bi atete apan so obehwe na chese ya pache ne ade a chese akwan ne akwantempo ho nyuma egusu ekoso anesa e na chere se wa chere se sa 50 billion Ghana cedis e no ebehwe eye akwan ho adwuma eye bosome dunsia intemwo na wasanso e chere se amaba no enchere se ebia aban dada na nasa aban na ofiri so no enyuma na wo hwa se ebia obeye na emre enti no wanya mre amfa ntoa so a eja mama ba tena konya no so no enchere se omaba no so mba ye modie eja no ombehwe no mai ni nyina ansa omo mo brebe so aso a ehon sem ewo kratafa etoso dumienu na kratafa etoso miensan the Ghanaian Times the Obokrata no ena Ghana National Fire Service ebo mama ne omo kire say saudi toto eye afi atwemu 2025 ene afi aye wo mu ya na kire say ojanhye ho ensam no eye afi we da brass papa woguso eka ho asam no wo kire say eye afi atwemu na kire say wo soro pa na afi we da abafom na so no say abafom sa no eye enyama esai se ja hihye no ba nyama esai no enyama no boorden hwe Ghana fo wesika enyama no boorden pani to we da this ready se wo yo bia wo kɔ adwuma wopia efi abomoden sa wo switch ne ade no behwe no dundum ni nyina esa se bibia etumisi as far as ayatorenchem so etimi esinu na wa hwe eno so ye banbo ehihye ya chese ode ma omanfo e na ode ho nsem ede aba na page 3 hono na no megusumi gina hono na we no eye 2023 e na report beto justice ukokopie mu e wo jase kan eye jaja na owo security court e ho owura kwabna Alfred Seidu Esiedu na kire se na mo kire se awarefo bi asem ebepie mu agya sekan circuit court honom na e bai papa gina so tembuafo yi egu aware ne fonfra na fe de ko wi ase no na wone eye papa yire etwempre mu ode akese mframa kra emfa wontamu e ho na manfo ka se CJ Chief Justice wo he bra be hwe na ekoso wochi Juma papa edi ni wahwe gu obi aware na afi so ne maami e na etwempena na chese maami so etu ni na esi so Chief Justice abre no na chese maami Gertrude Araba Tokuno e na no so etu na esi so a wo chese da bi sa ne ya we de papa no no kra be na oni mo woka no mu nsembia mo se da bi e na chese nam so e mama me Gertrude Araba e ma papa yi ni dwumadie e free ni sa wagi edi free ni nsemwo na enumu no papa edwane akwakopie mu e wo eye chese we no eye court appeal no so ade ehun sama kwakọ pese no kra bia eni sasem no na we entwato so bi no ma hwe e de twato no so na chese appeal no edi aboa na omo so omo kire se da bia omo hwe ma mega tudwumadi a odi ya eni nyina so a hwe di gina so eye papa ya na chese judge panyin a owo ja sekan circuit court edi etwetwe ne nyuma esan ye na nadwuma ahwere ni ya na se nyina so bia eni papa no anya hwe na so ma mega tudwumadi esan se sama no mutugu na sum a on pepre ene pressure na woni sunti ena ohwe edi tu sai gina ye na chese se omo nkaso ma hwe ma hu se no kra bia ni we de oba saba be fa na djuma na chese oba be fa na djuma na waya wo che sansam no nukro bia enimi ti we de ja se kan judge na wo ho circuit court no e se na djuma so oba be fa appeal for court edi amana emunsem the Ghanaian Times edi aba ene anopai
abusuafo Krowa krata kakraba mountain so na poso ena yesisi so ede asomo anope moma yentwa ye ho se ba eye beyiwa no nana adjuman prempe aye krado ye besisia
Odofo me wakwaba e de ba Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic. Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic me ne pani kwankyerefo a me da Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic ya no a ma hotedin anase mabodin bi ne Dr. Wonder. Enokure ne se omo enim Dr. Mensa ho asem ne mu se ebibiduro a ye de kanipa me di panya na yale sade. Uyi Dr. Mensa firi mu enye yi. Na no nso nti no ama ye dwumadie o man Ghana mu ne wiase nyina no akọ nanim aduru akiri. Enu nti se koba se bibi ha ofa yale ho na oye nhwe han ye din tena ho e ma de ni di unya kopimo se be se wo kora de na che se wa yemfo so opi ye kan ye wa bibi duro a etu atosi bibiri ya obi ya kan de ho asem se eye na waso Dr. Mensa de ahweda yale bi wo no mo abetena wo so ache e na wate din no a se o na se wo yale de wo Dr. Mensa ho no mo a ho beto bato waje ho achinyi atena ho no mo amade no baabi ede wo kɔ no ya yehu mesro baabi a wo bi a wo hwɛ me sabre enye nhwɛ han da nye saa yale betimi agye wo no ma wabrabo no wo hyɛbre firi wo nsɛm yale bi eteti wo bi afo ni kyiri mo Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic ye nkora bata na bi wo nkran bi wo kumase baabi a wo bi a so pese ye delivery service de aduru bi brɛ wo a ye betimi de abrɛ wo na tie eni kasɛm ba ko wo mu ne sɛ wabrabo mu no se wo bobra na se normal entoto yie ma wo a na e wo se wo hwe wo hyebirim na hyebre ne hwehwemu no e ho no mo na asem wo no obi se mi dem ye Kristo niu na Dr. Mensa de wo kan me ye de na ma hwe me hyebirim ene ni ti a wo twemu ne se ye wo bibi e fe ne sasa a yetimi di ni panya maka ho asem a won se watie mi ahwe me a wo mpe waso nye wadwen se wo pati sasa na bedi wachi a hese no ma bebrebe wankasa sikato nsem wa na hye ade abebi a enye yi ye wo wa besi sabre bi kura mpa wuni kapre da wakanso mu saa no ma we nyina ye no ma ye fe ne sasa ebedi wachi a edi wunya so ho obi wo no ma ne ho ofe oba wasi so otimu se nka we de nka oba kama otobro si a obosi kama enso no be ma se ne pe ba ko mienu eno ano no wonfre ne biu adwuma na obekomu a ne yayi na di obi wo no mo nso akɔhwɛ adwuma bi a ne yayi na di kyese bibia obeye bia ba bi obi a fa obekɔ no nko a wo fa onko de ya tumi edi wachi a wanhwe ya obegye wo ho akinyi a wani beba ho so no wanyina duru bra o kwa no na brabo mu no wanya no ma bia na se boafo bi a mo obi anyi wasutra obetra ho no mo saa do nsa hye odam ni fam a long last na no ma ka achi edi sasa bedi wachi a ese wo no ma bebrebe ne oduro bi efe ne sasa duro ye dwale ne nenson wo ba na ba ma wo dwale se duro 7 days ya setumi bi di wachi wo so da ye basa ana wo bibia enye yi wo tu kwan na se bibia wo ya enkoye ma osikasem ana wabrabo mu no ma di wachi a dwale sasa duro unya dwale bi si pe eno ano no wade wo ho na obi wo no nso obi ye nanum se wo kasa senti ya na efiri mu ba no ya na enye koraa o enum kankan ya yale fon maka ho asem a senka wo num a wo ba koraa wa wo no wo no eni se obi a halitosis yale yi ha wadwen no ye waduru a wuntimi ma ya so ye koraa ba bia obi a na betumi asende waduru ebi na aboa obebribe na mo amoma so atu egu nubone so omo nom se wo ba wo num nubone na wanom wa ba bia de na duru no ye de na kodi chia wo de a wo be ye ne se wo be frɛ Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic for say doctor menso me ba wanum nu bɔne a ma baabi waduru no de nyame ya memo ya sei ye waduru a wo de fra na dua ne ma ne dia ontimi nkɔ dua ontimi nkɔ nu bɔne no ho biu se bibi biala a ye nu bɔne a oba no watu aguso a wo yo no wo de frɛ yen ye be ma waduru a wo de be fra na dua ne ama na die enti ma ne hu kura na a stop ni bibia wo ye woda ache wono no wo ye wani da so awo na fom tinyame boa na se wo na wo ba ha se wo ye saa de na wo yera wani so ade hunu enti mesro hwe Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic ye chidi kwae na bibi e fa saa no ma we si hu nyina no ye mmoa wo na so fa ntoma pefra na wonim de ntra nyankopon kan wakoma ma wo hwe me saa bri me de me ka da me si obi wo no mo a na nyame pe na boa no enti bi o chim ni TV to wo no ma na beto Dr. Mensa kasa so na wati say doctor yi mate ne nka che o enso me nko ho no mo na nyame aka wakoma na wafere ne ya boa wo enti saa no ma no ma o ya na nyame betumi afa so aboa wo wa anye ne saa na ye moto what se kokosachi echi na mesi me dai a obehu na se no ma
Mo mani munsem nyewe hiasem na dwe ho anopa awia ne abre nyina mo mani munsem nyewe hiasem na dwe ho anopa awia ne abre nyina se wo bompa ya kai Ghana sre wunyankopon Fagana shenisa Henu na uyo my bapa Henu na uyo do Henu na uyo my bapa Henu na uyo do Odo ma umay Henu ara na yere shishe Odo ma umay Henu ara nihia Henu na uyo my bapa Henu na uyo do Enu na uyo my bapa enu na uyo do ma wo my enu ara na yere hwehwe odo ma wo my enu ara minu amena wase na me wakwa ba na me nsere awurade nhira ma wanopai na me musa wase anopai wo kyesem se twedi ampo nyankopon kwa me basa yi adomadawroma entu ho ye mamu wakwa ba so nkokura Ghana ho dodwumadi esu ni life ye sha sia nopa nonso na nopa nondu na ye de dwumadi na kogu ya se na sorto enti anopa no e ma kasa mafo ya mansa o hye dwumadi na se no a hye wunkuran na a boost immune system no na watimi de a hye woda na se akonwuma so life owia Kofi Jerry de Ganesh wode agokansi etiawa be somosompa wo wuru agokansi nitu ni natam ntodom ni ntwa so na wa kire wo de ekọ ne de eba ewie ni saa ne edan ye ho ba na fe dawubo nkrata moboso a aba no ye de brofo kasa de na bre wura de aba kasa kronkrunum kakra na badwaman so no na wahu de ekọ de be ewie a afe na the hottest the finest the whole day beyu anu segment Ghana ho dodwumadie so no ye de be so mo life ye kan ya dwe kire mpanimfo without fear or contradiction na ye busa oman ba so asede ne sen ni ye busa se hwan na adwuma yie na hwan na nya na adwuma yie enti anopai kan ye ho dwumadie no ye ne wa na edie enti se wuyi ufidie ni firi ha oba ko tie die entie bisa bible se esa se nipa som keka ni enti se be mpredu asan bre ne kwa wie ye obeti ankwasi asem enti ye bia mba bia wo de koto no wan hwa na de obeti na nya de bara ha de ye kan de e border oman no de oman no se yetimi ya ne ye de nhegu akwam life ne wanya bia enti bre no so ne bia homatrofo na wo do adwenkyere aba dwumadie ni so na ya kyere ya dwen na ya hweba bia asem eda pon so no ya pen poma sibire afei ni wakoja comment ni wa ba fontenta social media ne so Great Commission TV GH Great Commission TV GH Great Commission TV GH na aba fontenta social media no Facebook TikTok YouTube X eni nuanom enya peseme nkomhwe bomodia na eboso na hye mo manfo nya bi hwe no nya bi nkenkan life once again me din e de adehye hene nana ageman prempe osomafo paloni the old soldier the old lion the last man standing me na me this segment be you anu be so no asem so abusua Africa me ho ene ade a yedi ho nkoma no pai no me pacho peteta kra bi yi wasum ne tie yi na bre no so na wo fra kire wadwe a wa hu contributions ade be ka ho anaba ye hwe ukọ ye dwa hodo no mu a ititru enwo ene enema ye ton no ubehun se ne ye de niema bi afrefra emfa so pebone ena no ada ncheye koforidua emma wonum ye nwo a ye kotobi edi no na odi Sudan eda ya fra enya no nko niema bebere ho a edu ubehun se all of a sudden na ubehun se unhu yade bi a ayedebe ehaw na afe wa yeden ubehun ana nyare wan kete Sudi ne na sefo a ye de frefra yenwo ahodo ni titu enye ne na hye ase ache yakura ase nyina na omoye na ene aba beto dwa se ena anu ada emma mako serve emma de nkomo abadaye enso eduru sa de omanya abadaye mem Sudi no de frango na no na posifo ene womanfo a Food and Drugs Authority etimitu anamon na ososa emma ipa achi na empanimfo se asembisafo ebi asembepono enti ma memfa no nya example empanimfo se bofo nden nam ho apaso eyade a ache eyade akoso ache bade aba no ena ye twetwe ho nkomo sisi a efiri se eyade omoye na awurade ayi omso ahaban na eyade ankofo bebere na ye dwa ahodo no so eye niema bebere nuane bebere ne di a eniema nsese ye defra ne ye defra menu ekasei wokwabrani timi di fufu ade ache so no de afra banku no aka bone nko a bone ketenkete yesi ye Kristofo man ye Muslimifo ye nananom kro mo mpe bone onya ne bone onya bone ye wo saasum nyina ogana ha enso manfo timi di aduane e de niema fram ukodi asebe mpraduasa na woyam ukodi anyare wan ketenkete tenopai ye bedi komo na reports ahodo a abadwama so ye di nkomo wi a afeni abusa questions na ye bie phone lines no a na do adwenkyira ba live no ko ja comment no ewa abafo ntenta social media no so Great Commission TV GH, Great Commission TV GH, Facebook, TikTok, X, YouTube, any nuanom. Me se enje peseme nko mehwe. Ye kama funu ye ka de ma dampan. Edu de se utifie na so mfo adwenkyere ma emma ye mpa asem puma sibre ne ye ntwempanimfo adwensi so a menumienu danta ya sinema. Enye obi ne kuma ntwibo osia ko ene ode ne ti agya kyere ma anopai asem a yedi nkomo e yawre ho na se yeti omamu na se yetimi di Sudi efra nwo a ne yekoya na se bai emfa so pebone adwenbone emfa so pebone adwenbone wono nko ade ne nsabienu didi wo pemfa so se de beye ono nko na busua be yie na mmom wo a wokoto no odwa so de onwe ho enema proper ne de ye nkwan pacho hwe screen so na hwe de etwagu emma ye kokoti wo mokofodua market
the police have since impounded the
Food and Drugs Authority any platform ka bi om se na omo emma yo mada no huria moja mpa wo ntirimu wobekọ na enwo no egugu grawom na wo ho enwu de kama enema egum no
have been identified as being on a watch list compiled by the FDA and police
ebe ye ho so mindset Kristofo se Muslimifo se nananom ya nananom akonfo ya nananom ahemfo ya nananom adunsifo onka na onka edinka ye nyina ya de anka edi nokure enso ene ye nyina kafutu ena adwemponi na edite oman num na tie brofui ye wi ane de be kasa kronkrom ni abusa questions ahodo na odo adwenkyira badwuma de so live eti uhwe video no na wutie de amekan no na woyam ahyew woyam hyewa afei odo adwenkyira beba live odo adwenkyira beba or say adulteration in local markets is a serious concern involving the addition of unauthorized chemical substance to food products to enhance their appearance or volume. Amen. Yeah, to asoba. TME. Me pesa me no din komo na tin komo na se. 1. Maximizing profit and economic gain. 2. Economic gain and increased profit. 3. Increasingly volume and weight. According to the World Health Organization, estimate that 420,000 people died annually from contaminated food. Or say the FDA has specifically warned the use of harmful additives such as Sudan ivy dye in palm oil, which has seen adulteration rates as high as 23%, can lead to long-term fatal harm. The World Health Organization reports how do a wire at the to just 420,000 annually. Just a few years, in Yania, any young one in Yama Yedia, Yadiniama and some Fatafremu, a Nipa Makumako 420,000 and a few years old. And this is a man who 10 years ya. Nasa yebe kwaso de enema if say a poison. Anasa enema say yedia ebetimi yade fry enema na yedia ebetimi amenya yare bi. Na se eno nam so ama enipa annually afi bi awie ye no se nipa mako 420,000 na nam saa yo so enam saa de no so ekoto anan mo nse do a na mbusa so oman ne kwa na se bae afa ye wi a na abusa se enti ebetena omamu ama nipa bi adane huri amogya mpa wontirimu ni wadi nipa boni sei anopa ya sembusa se emma de nkamu abadaye eti mu sore a emma ye mam kwan na mu mpre uro obi ansi mu kwan market mpo na mu kuyen ene aban mu de ene chese mu be kuyen mu be bu ya braisu na uye ba oto ade enye manko a na adwemboni ni emfaso pe boni ba ko asa ho ni se unim se gari a hihye wo pe mfaso nti no abobɔ konko ne to otia so de dem ubekɔ na luku fita na ye bo praise ya wayi o ade so edama ko adwemboni no de to nwum mfi na komam wote omamu adwemboni wono na bekɔ asɔre first wakɔ so otena ni mu wabɔ luku fita si ento nwum mfrɛ but ukɔ market a na konko no abobɔ to emfa so pe boni konkonte nyina mo de esam no mo de afrafra nkate no chese adwemponi sei ne yete omamu ne yese ya kristofo man yese se omunam saa ye so a annually afi bi awie ye enipa he mako 420,000 ene nam saa ne ma ye de frafra enuane enkate apropro ne de aduane nkate apropro wo kodwa so a wone maame no aye baako enti e bapa nkate na apro no entosi na apro no entoro na apro no no afre maame no enu ebi abawo no abegye no de aye aduane no wanya mfaso no ne manisu apodwe na wote omamu na ukwa asore na de ya na medi ya woni se sankrofo no so na ukwa asore a ye gba fore ya form chairman mfaso be boni sika no eno ene ye frem eye ni so do eye kwasi amankwa kristosom motromojo som bible say motromojo de anya ubeye nyu obe hye life enti se oyoba na unim se ade a wodi kwa dwaman so yi na de mabufu ni se omo mabusu omo nibio da bi do de ba dwaman so no a ode niam fram on na busu nibi ni ma nibi ni kuru nibi ni yiri nibi ne mom yan ya bachelor boys ya ene bachelor girls a ye na mabontene titu ni kura kese mu asujafo a ye tutu aduane wo kwan ho ye kwa market a de ye nim ye teme da asabra ne ama ye kuro waso na wo de aba market no abeton no de ama ne nyonko na wasan ne na kotena sori dem na sada no da ode ade be fra aduane no abeton odwa so no sada no bo afode akese oyi ofena akese sada na praises no ansa da kro besa adwembone ni adite o man no but enhwehwemu ni se de enhwehwemu ni se sa nneema ye de frefra ye nuane ewo adwaman so ye market ahodo no eno nam so ama enipa chese meti ye mehu ye yam hyem se enti nipa di bone sa eye World Health Organization ewiase aman ka bomuku a wo mo hwa apomuden so ene yes anhwemu nti nyo man Ghana pe but Africa titriu ene yes adwemboni we timbroni entena se mprane enka ne nan enyam so enwen emfi ne se aduasa mienu enwen se mede aduro anasa mede bibi kofra ade na nyamfaso broni be ya papa ginidin but bibini ya dwini ekota adwen no aye kota aye tum se de yetuntum no enti wo ye ne nua bone a onwen na nka koba ne sen na kwabra ne betimi atena se apra ne se enwo no ma memfa sudi na memfa mfram na wakotena sori dem sada na okwa o sha atade white tese wadi nkonim se wadi bone na wadi sudi afra ngo wadi enkate aprontoro aprontosi apro de ahyehye nsuo aye adwana mani nua beto na oda ayasabia na aye abusuaka na oti market na boys hehe abonefo nkwa abonefo na memu sa wasemi na anopa bi pese enkomo wi eya wo dadwene na ya me dadwene me question me busa ne say what measures is the FDA taking to monitor markets and stop the sales of poison food edian hihye na asoye a wonom hwe ye nuane ne ye nuoso Food and Drugs Authority once ye di asoye bi ben authority no meanings ukowonim entu ko onim eseso san wadwen ehun se ye authority a baabi o ha na e commission once ye be authority no na te se why yade bi a wode wo ho why yade bi a osa abaso se ye pagya wudi bianum anase ye pagya biayenum anase wadwuma ne ye pagyam enu ntina uduru baabi a ne afra doctor meanings baabi a wasua de akoduru no osa abaso bode enti obi a wosa abasobode a ya authority no means ese wo de niam gu akwan so mibusa FDA se omo ta kom market a wodo no e kom monitor se nkrofo di sa abone no me se kama fu no ne kama adampan ehia komfo hia yarefo enti se komfo boni se kurom a wotimbi enti FDA ye de adwuma hyemusa se mpanimfo na muntimi ntem staffs engu market a wodo no enko test enuane ahodo titiriwa wonum ton na emom mo betena ho mo be ka brofo akese a danta masinema fire burn you people say ye de abansika taxpayers money etuamuka because mete ate enne nu abadwaman so enuane abadwaman so FDA approve bado be kona bone nko poison eno ma poison me bisa say eyesika bi na mo gigi wo ho na enukura ne medadi because me ntiase say ye wo asoye a wo hwe nuane ni nuro so na ye emai boni emai adi enya na no mo sha ase o wo mo difi wo ma wo twam wo mo firi wo ma me no mo yamu ba na boni ahye wo ma enu nti eno timi prane ema mako serve kan ma dwen bom wo mo bro sa ba de mpanifo chi wo mo no eye djuma wo mo di djuma wo mo di no eye boni on ma ne ma bi ni on ba ni kunu bi ni na yenye di konkonteni nasefo no yenye di gobe nso de uba fia nkofo favorite pa eye sudi nkonkwa na mudi ni sa sudi adwen bonefo o mada no ohuri a moja mpa ontrim enene de me kodo gobe sudi na kodo no pa unim wa chese odi ade bia frem na wokọ na ye sochi sa no a udi na twanse anya ohwe but oba ya na oyam de na why lucky say baby a won public toilet men ho a na ukonya se unam krom na sa de ye sa na ukonya oba bi a ni kunu agigi ni ofie a ubusa ni baby a public toilet wakura won fiu dan na obensu wakodi gobe asudi ye de afra ngo no enti anopai mibusa FDA Food and Drugs Authority me say once ye be ye authority adwuma asoye ye be authority na mpanimfo do atonsaniani ehun se osefata se wuduru ho enti no wa be ye independent body wa be ya nkurankure o de ho so e wo se wutimi ye de ben edi ne magu akwam na wo ye ne sefata na up to now ne ayam Food and Drugs Authority so many years na ye da so di sudi frank wo na se munya madwuma ye me kan madwa kire without fear or contradiction say wo hwe me ha na we adwuma FDA ko ka kire mpani mfonso na najima prempe be you ano segment Ghana ho dojuma die so e say ye ntimi ntra madu adu mfrane mesi krutia na wo nye de bode betem na wo na ne bosompon na abo abotokura abedi adorsado abra yenwene nam yeso so sa ne man so kuruma life ne be kan ya adwuma se hwan na ye da adwuma yi me sra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gonja de hye bacho FDA won kwa so he ho se yenya sa cases ni bia nche se de oda no nya na adwuma yi onya reshuffle anaso on pam no oye mambofo onwe wo man no ho na sankrofo na wɔn di sudi ɛne ntɔrɔ a propro ntosi ahyehyɛ nsuo ɛyɛ aduane ama nnɛ mmabunu wokɔ hospitals ahodoɔ no a unhu yare ha no ɛnna woba fia bebre na wɔn piepie wɔn hwene ne nyinaa yɛ nneɛma saa nneɛma ni bia dodoɔ no a wɔn piepie wɔn hwene yare sudi ɛne adwempɔne nkrofo de te market ennuane ahodoɔ a yɛdi na ye ni kama fo ni adana na fo o ye mam sa tie question mi bu say tie mi aha na ye kan no kure no what steps are being taken to educate customers to vigilant in times like this be wise and vigilant in times like this be wise and vigilant bretis em hunyansa so da senemu ani na ho 0557 730028 0557 730028 friend for adwenkyere bra live fa comment ni ko ja social media ne so abefo ntentan social media no Great Commission TV GH Great Commission TV GH Facebook TikTok X YouTube any ni nuanom enye pese me nkomhwe bomode aboso live share man crofo do na onya bi nhwe no onya bi nkenkan ena obehu babunu bia onama na oda walking sleepiness no oda enya hwe aduane bone a krofo bia de no huri amogya mpa wontirimu enti oni mba bi okofa yare na yare abesra no enti babunu tim ya na bebe no aye omo abone badodo no aye sudifo no na ekum abunu no to ko hospitals ahodo no a enya samhwahwa se ye obi ka ne de akyerewa ana bensin koma me nudi nkomo 0557 730028 0557 730028 Great Commission TV GH live YouTube TikTok Facebook X posumo manfo nya binhwe no nya binkenkan nanka emma nka mo ye maamefo sa ma ye kwachi o nipa se o mo ye maamefo mo wo ma o wo mo okuru no mu wo mo abusua enso otimi prane chase ya na mmanwa se nipa timi prane bone sa no ntimi prane papa da bia na bibini de broni enya sa broni no so de ba no de beku Africa fo biso omu hu yeso ayi bia ya broni no de ba ono ani nua broni wonya ne sa da won fa de engumu mane nkoyare bari bibini ne mfa so pe bone enti o man se woni me na ya adwuma o Great Commission TV ha wodi biribi begum woni una wo market wo pa wodi biribi begum se de be ya wontimi market ho na wudi a na ba bia wo hye dwane wafa adwempone na wakwa so na ohim hanki yi masa ye ni agro krom hawo chese Mrs. Adano asa obesa sa zonto asori dem bone nkwa na omo na mkwa asori uyodi na oyi sika eye bone sika na oyi no ba me ya se ye to ofre ni afode a ye mbusa ba bia sika ni free because untimi ntra wiase na untimi mprane adwempone se mayango na memfa sudi awurade sudi ye wakura se brisi ne de hye ye papa no omo entuma na nipa na obekwa yi a na odi sudi ahye na ye tuntum uhu na netutu tatai sudi nkwa na netutu tatai na kwabrania prane se de hye brisi no ode be fra nwa mako nipa yam na brisi ne de hye ya hwese de ni ye na watimi atena se ese me de dabi memfa so penti no me de nkate apro be ya duane ma nipa bedi me den kate apro me den tori apro de mo no womu na ho akokokoko no entoro na ne sin apro no na ba no ne sin apro ayese kokko agu apaso na hihyiemu na mo amurka no ayya mafra ma me nkwa ndi etu hwan ko di na hwe bone nkwa bone bia so tu hwan bone efise ekwan ye nipa befa so bagidin no wagidin kwan ye nipa befa so bagidin no wagidin asasi su bebu ho atensa nyame afrew eti se wote omamu na wo se wo de adwembone na ade betena marketplaces ama omanfo a wo ya innocent people na one ma ba market oba be digwa onimisi wanya okura ne bag odigwa na wakoye na wabɛnoa ofie na wo di papa ne ofie wo hwɛ me anopa yi a ebi obi adi adwani bi ama na fa ne yam ɛyɛ wo nua ɛyɛ wo faase ɛyɛ wo babi frɛ ne bresisi ebia na ɛyɛ wo a ebia ne wo maame bi a adwebɔne ahyɛ ntima no ntima ntɛm a odi saa bɔne no na yɛn twe mpanimfo adwensi so ne musa sɛ yɛbɛyɛ ne den. How can consumers quickly report suspicious food activity? Okay, empanifo ye busa. Se wobi eye customer ana we dwadi ni okoto. Na se ohu saa enema bi saa. Edie ben obeye that time immediately. Ehe na report. Enka e se nka enya market ahodo no. Na nka FDA nkurabata ahodo ni bitimi wo ho. Ana yewo body bi a wono hwehwe saa ne manum endi oni akono hu ya na wa reporto nka ya grab oni akọ odi saa bone no ni nyina nhihye ya mpanifo atwuma dwa sisem mfangu akwam enti misra Ghana Health Service, Ministry of Health, Food and Drugs Authority se mon kam ntoma mpama no na yemfa se enhye no ho na anya dwuma yenhye mudin na anya dwuma se eni won so a tini ya to abade amam yade makotena se mo ye nyina ntimi nkotena ho enti ne yade makotena ho sa nkrofo no se ye chi omo a ne papa bi yo hene ne wafa bi yo hene ne nua bi ye judge ne wa ye phone call na mpanifo agisika ne agya wo nti oba obekoso aye bebusa se ye betimi atena oman na yesa 69 years o next year 70 ye kɔ retire nya 9 years so oman na se nipa okɔ retire e wo se okɔ jidro nana ne mo akura ase efuse nim se wabɔbra kɔ wanim wabene e wɔ ntete ene hyehyeyem enti obi a wogigire nana ne mo akura ase no o wabadae enti ne nana bi kɔwo ne ba bi kɔwo se oyɛ adwuma no onyem no owo a maamefo a wɔn ma bene wɔ ntete mu no wɔn mo yɛ debe wɔn gye nkwada no na ɔde abada ya tete wɔm enso ya maame no mu a mmɔ saa abra no na mu mɔndo ɔde adwempɔne ɛna te market ɔde adwempɔne na ɛyɛ choba ɔde adwempɔne na ɛyɛ wɔakye no wɔakye me kyerɛ wo de ɛhyetɔ no a wo yɛm bɛhye wo ni wɔakye biem na wokɔ a waka kyerɛ wɔakye ran sɛ ɛyɛ anu aseɛ onu owuo no onu de aguso ama no owuo life wɔkɔ choba no de key ne tre nam no so a ɛyɛ afa aseɛ ne bi gu so ɛmmoa no de gu so no ntɔrewa mmoa no ɛne ntosi na agyenegyene no ntosi na ahye nsuo no gye na apropro na ɛte ɔman mu a na yɛsɛ bɛsi a mepa kyɛ ɔman no yɛkɔya na sɛ bae enti woyɛ ɔman ba show concern ɛwɔ saa nneɛma bi ho sɛ woyɛ authority woyɛ pani a de ato aso ebia no a mepa kyɛw adabraka dwi ɔman no kane enti na yɛbɛhyɛ se a sɛ nwom no yɛwotie ne yɛsɛ mmɔ ɔman no ani mu nsɛm nyɛ wahia sɛm dwi ho anɔpa awia ne abere nyinaa na obɔ mpaeɛ a kae ɔman Ghana srɛ wo Nyankopɔn ne fa Ghana hyɛ ne nsa ɛno ɛna wobɛtumi de wo nsa si sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni woyɛ ɔman bapa ɛno na woyɛ ɔdɔ na eye ɔdɔ ma asomdwie entimi nua mayɛ no dɔ yɛ ho wiase mu ɔdɔ sin ade nyina ɔdɔ yɛ ade a nyame ahyehyɛ de ama sɛ yɛni dɔ a ne yɛte so mu enti sɛ wodi saa bɔne no a wonyɛ kristoni wonyɛ muslimini wote so mu tuntimi mfra ho kristoni na womfa suudi nkɔfra ngoma obi mɛtɔ 055 773 0028 frɛ ne bra sisi anafo adwenkyerɛ bra dwumadie ne so live na yeni nkomo frebre dwumadie ne so 0557 730028 0557 730028 0557 730028 Great Commission TVGH Great Commission TVGH live abef for social media how do ni nyina so Facebook TikTok YouTube X eni ni nuanom enya pese men ko hwe boso manfo nya bi hwe no nya bi nkika bere pam yɛbɛma wɔden ana yɛ kenkan de ama wo enti yɛdi nkɔmmɔ ne abusa sɛ mpanimfoɔ adan ɛnɛ baa ne sɛn ɛnhyehyɛ ne wɔ hɔ ɛne yɛmfa nya adwuma anaasɛ ɛnhyehyɛ na afei ne yɛbɛhyehyɛ ɛne yɛnya ne ntam yɛma yɛnam mɔ yɛto ɛfiri sɛ yanhwa taama ase behye enkrofo bi a wonum de mfaso pe bone enti waye wadwe se wono de kwan ya obefa so obenya mfaso mfa ne ho ne moda se waba dwaman so na ode sudi afrango na wabetontoro apropro na de oye choba nso abeto na oto ade akoye na ne nkwan na pi ukwa wo se ede wo de emo ase omo prom ye de wadane momone enti wo de mibusa no pay se wutiem na wo hweme a ma wo yam nhyehyew na fa comment ne bra Great Commission TV GH Great Commission TV GH afa wo wie ni saa na wa Fred wadwenkyere abadwumadie ni so on 0557 730028 0557 730028 na ya busa sempanimfo hyebe na omdi gwa kwam na afei then na Food and Drugs Authority and Ghana Health Service Ministry of Health then and omo beye if say o share reporter e ba bontina mekan no na miyam hyehye me say say annually 420,000 people and na nam saa ne mai so e from ntomo mutintin mu to na nan mo nse do a ene ne yakoya na se ba se o man it is a me ho 10 years a people cho nipa he e de nam saa kwan so no meto na nan mo nse do it ye be sere mpanimfo sa no pai wo hwe no otie Great Commission TV se otie dwumadie yi na wo hwe a ye sere free nereko ye mfa ne mangu akwan na ye mmoa se de be betimi aboa na empanimfo timi ahwe na omaye yakoma so ade ede amaye na FD inform staffs various marketplaces across the country want to ongu monte so na oni dwuma emfa emaye abusua anopai ayam hihie nkomo amenu abedi minim se wahwe ne watie na utie ye no minim se ba bia wo yam ahyew eti dwumadie ni koso no a odo comment beba ma bebepam ma kasa mafo yaman sanne mpanimfo tenase na wo sin se aka no brekutura obekenkan na ode ama ko ja comment ne live e wa ba fitinta social media ne so Great Commission TV GH Facebook TikTok X YouTube any nuanom share na manfo nya bi hwe na oja bi nkenkan abusha se uyi wa fidie ne free ha ene na wala ya to adwumadie ne so me dame ho ba ma kasa mafo ya mansa ne mpanimfo betenase ye hyase no pa nonso ye be wi anopa no ndu kan ho na ye no ni dwumadie no e Great Commission TV eso Ghana ho do edwumadie so nie once again me din the addition hene nana ajiman prempe osomafo paloni the old soldier the old lion the last man standing me enam this segment be you ano besomo na me somo sompa no pai na me busa se hwan na adwuma yie na hwan na adwuma yie oman ba wasede ne se abusua me sia echia mo pi me dame ho ba ma kasamafo ya mansa ne mpanifo besi nkonwa me dame ho aba ye ba sisi a enyi wa fidie ni mfiri a me das
Enu ano ni adofo meden chason kon ede ma obi biara ohweme efri ye Time Herbal Center mene kwancherefo a mede edru Time Herbal Mesha na Time Herbal Mesha mede aba egamason obowura dos herbal shop pharmacy shop bia okwa obenya bi ato na edru ampese twon komopa Time Herbal Mesha no kwasense edru a boosti immune system no support immune system na white blood cells and the red blood cells no supporting kwamano e manya ahoden esonko be pacho utie me wi bia e ho na yare bi bia na ebi abowa waduru ba akope eduro no ye Time Herbal Mesha anasa ne capsules ade a wonya bia ebetumi aboa papa pacho baby wo ha bon so ha na supitani finase na eba wo ha bon sensansa na begugu na se wo ha bon senase na ekeka no obu okrampa after the menses no wo bon senase betumi ahihye no wo bon sena insu ya sebe enka wo na ifinase eba pacho ono no Time Herbal Mesha anasa ne capsules bia beboa isa ha we nyina ade flu so ma aware so emperemfo so benya nsane ye bunu be na yenka na sam ye ka na so obu abaka so mato adurabre na emperemfo so ko dwa mienu a na hu de eba ne sent na so yo ba na se wutie mi a na kanfo tam chaba misha ana se ne capsules me kanfo ediamao sanso abeme bo ha no ba be ko din pasogro efiri na nsen ko no bonsi nsu fita ne firi ne bema na eba efiri be 5 days ko na nsu na nia sesa na ya brownish color na ne bema na emuya ne ya na ne mu ahihye no obu okra okodun so kra mpa yiso kodira fikire beebi na wafe ne sen na wakwa akodun so bonsi ne bema na ahihye no na ekuro abamu obu ane de no wa treat ekọ ne so ho abonsi ne mu na eka ne pe pacho ye bema na wutie ne a ekuro na eba akopẹ unya tam chaba misha anasa ne capsules na ade a wonya bia ebetu aboa papa ama wonso watumi adon ho be ma bo abon sansa na begugu no ho o abon sansa mo bi no ne nam no ase kukodwi no wade ne nsa beka no so ya ade a onhu bibia ewo ho e pa toto tam chaba misha anasa ne capsules no bi na anokwasen se ya ade a mo no ma eboa ma esisi bipadua no na anokwasen se eyi sa ha we afiri ho no se mbi kaka na e boost immune system no a support na madane dana wonya hoden sonko atumi aboa wo obu abon no wa akra ofi base fi nwotwe ekona na obu ha okudare ensum ho abon so jonso na wonya ena moja free ne be mamu na eba e pa cho wonnom se do bia e yade be isa ha we nyina e de free ho e de amawo enu achi wa tam heba misha ene wo fa ba bia time enam djuma sonko tam heba misha edi eye malaria fever ulu bia malaria fever e ha pa they send dana okoda hospital ye do kona ye do eba men ka so de oyare ya ni malaria fever wa mra tam heba misha e wo ununu bia be boa mo otuma didi e be boa mo otuma nsu be boa mo otuma adonso yare wo kompa betre video so na manka na sunsu edo na ekọ sanse yankopon e na se yare ayare safu yankopon nso de bia tam eba mishemu ayade a wonunu bia ebetu aboa papa obu abo sna na honam na ehyeso no ne honam na edwa no obu okran mpa okotoketa so a opri koto ha na opri koto ha obu okran mpa se yetru na yatome na so malaria parasite na eba ni padua ma eya o ha bebri na edebrewo obebu okran mpa wetimi ka se ebe so be miensa ohun ne mogani ana ohun ne menses to wanyam obako hospital doctor be ne lab no na malaria parasite no na ado so e wo ni padua mu the same takofa sa ha na e dia bre no e pro ba no time eba mission bi no afina sa ha we na efiri ho na ekọ people cho yo ba na wutie mi a matam heba mission da entire mail ji oba ha fa fru na so ma akra nu fo ono na ontimi nom time heba mission bi e no akina ya dia e betumi aboa ama watimi ade ho ye number is 0244 417 669 0244 417-669 and no mem ha ubu ra draft heba shop pharmacy shop a de bia be ko bia men ka se me to adu bia keke o so petam heba mesha and as a tam heba mesha and then the council say ya dia unya bia betumi aboa o empen percent takra na ma akokọ ekese na so takra bo an de fanyam kwatre kwa wo ba num adu na adu ntimi mo no ka wa num adu nkwa pa nkeye the center make up tam heba mesha make up for dia ma o wo beti se ye ka adu nwa simsin o fe do ni din entu ni trim o be ko ra draft heba shop na pharmacy shop no was me to see a can do be once and say ya dey we so ya dey we na ya koyi adu bi na ya piama no nanso mperemfo asan kokọ na mapema o nyina ni mpe nanso esko bia na ntakra ne sent na meka fo ama so ko ra draft heba shop a kaisa time no ye TIME Obamade na wonsaka bia ya bia ebetumi aboa meeting e de na otafrija owusu ageman bomade fe 0244 417-669 Medati for another for you as a 7 year daje na mutie me nyame adom adasanen obesan ate
Adai hospital be me hano
hospital be he fa ne ko
we okay sister me da wasi bebre senyo wadaroma come in me ye fine ni
kama ye obituary enye me madaroma na mum Kenoga Herbal Clinic adaroma anas ye tima me wasai emabiem ye tu ase ekura emabiem enye no nko na mo so diabetes pressure kidney problem joint pains stroke sexual weakness mami number 6 no sexual weakness no be ma wa bada bridge ane why na emikuni ɔmfa n'ani nkyerɛm ɛwɔ ɛsrɛ so adagya ɛyɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic deɛ ehia pɛn nie ɔbaa ne bɛrima wapɛ ɛwo akyɛ anaasɛ wapɛ baakyɛ muni how Dr. Everton te Kenoga Herbal Clinic nie Time Herbal so nie we trust in quality.
Aboshiafo ya da masese majebre atwen ama beyiwa no na najiman prempe ede asom munyina ya da mase papa bebe yedri no enche ye bedi Ghana komo Ghana ye Ghana puntuo ene Ghana kanko na ansa na no endra asambi ebeto eye social ene ni media no so papa na oye kwiani na onwene kenten se mobekaya endra video bi beto hono ono ankas afa sekan ne bema obo ade ye nyankopon edema no ono ankas achemu mienu wetwa to atwene ten na sam no enye nika na anope me pese me ne mo edi ehun nkomo kakra ansa na ye de Ghana nkomo no ahyehye so ewo fie ha ono ankas o afa sekan Some besha basketry me ye basketry ewo JHS nti minim nya meka sekan na omude essence eye edua no wo se ye won emu nketua anu onam papa won ye careful abeyi won sa to atwene ye de dwiri ni sei omo ye basketry omo nwene basketball eye JHS no me ye bi nti minim nya me kire wo ba nwenwene ne sei ya na ye ketekete nti wo di weave basket na eno enema basket no efe na ne finishing no eye guy eno bi ena papa no atam odi yi ne bema wa wo hwe nia ade yi tie yi na wasan we yi ne finfin ato atwene ne nyina ne se committee suicide se na be ya obeto na nanom wansie do adeko a ehete ne de ono pe en onim one ne nyankopon ne enim na ansa na meto aso no video no da ho mo mayenkotie ne yemra se ba asama me woka no meka ne awasa me hete no me hete efutu ose me de ma no me de bema na obi so to no waye na adwen se ono so kwa take ne life a ebe ya lale kwea ma no esanse papa no oko try no nim sanka o twa to atwe na wawu nanso owo na anje no owo no se abranti e me ma okwan ye o me ma eno nti sisi owo twa to atwe no ne be he so betumi adwen so ana se eno so ye baba bi e be sra sesika e de akoma no mo me enko hwe video no ne ye ba ne oho no me de beso mo ye ba isi a
na me kote no grant me answer na me timi dun so se be ya emfa ha obi amma ye me twa ni nyina tuo me di blade ni twa ya na me hu se ahye me se dey me stop so boa me continue say because na me pese wu na me dey and mo gya no so say na esi pumping no dey grant me say by almost me nya wu etini nyina mo gya no tu me na twa ya na say me kote no so na me dey ayi bi ko rat bi ko na me chichire ho na mo sande ba fi na sekan kra me de ko esi kan na me dia wo famu a ene me mpaboa ma mpa ma ene me jam mpaboa no na me
munye twa na ye adwuma kama
o munye twa o be ma de ye adwuma all right but nipa na no na mkika se me be ma wu pan ko sinya de nipa no ana me so all right no se me be ma wu no mu hu se bia ba bi di ma chi ana se bi ti sa na no o ka so bi be ma wu asa de wa no na ede o de ka ha so bia be test na wa be ka te o ampanyampa me ko ya ko no bi nya adwuma de ha chofa whether the SCD asida na mdima manya mesema manguni dia sana maka isati eko tie me na yibi do me nyamwa bi kura firi ma krade a me nfi ebi go to bi ama me afuru ada me de be adwuma tika ma nipa na hu se bi me bo nipa different nya no kudie ni nyina na nipa bi di no kudi Yesu echi nipa egudu enama sase so no difference na me kwete no kurant me ansore na me timi dun so se be ya emfa ha obi amma ye me twa ni nyina tuo me di bread ni twa na me hu se ahye me se den me stop for boa me continue say because na me pese wu na me den and mo jane so say na esi pumping no dey gram me say by almost me nya wu etini nyina mo jane tu me na twa na say me kwete no so na me de ayi bi ko rat bi ko na me chichire ho na me sande ba fi na sekan kra me de ko esi kan dem dia wo famu a ene me mpaboa ma mpa ma ene me jam mpaboa no na me
munye twa na ye adwuma kama
o munye twa o be ma de ye adwuma all right but nipa na no na mkeka say me be ma wu pa nko sinya de nipa no ana me so already no so me be ma wu no mu hu se bia ba bi di ma chi ana se bi ti sana no o ka so bi be ma wu asante wa no na aye o de ka so bia be test na wa be ka so ampanyampa me ko ya ko no bi nya adwuma de chofa o de dia si de asida na me mama nya me se ma wu ni dia sana me bi se tie ko tie me na yibi do mi nya mo bi kura firi ma krade abi nfi ebi go to bi ama me afuru ada me de be ya adwuma tika ma nipa na hu se bi nya me bo nipa different nya no kudie ni nyina na nipa bi di no kudi Yesu echi nipa egudu enama sase so no difference na me kwete no kurant me ansore na me timi dun so se be ya emfa ha obi amma ye me twa ni nyina na me kwete no kurant me ansore na me timi dun so se be ya emfa ha obi amma ye me twa ni nyina tuo me di bread ni twa na me hu se ahye me se den me stop for boa me continue say because na me pese wu na me den and mo jane so say na esi pumping no dey gram me say by almost me nya wu etini nyina mo jane tu me na twa na say me kwete no so na me de ayi bi ko rat bi ko na me chichire ho na me sande ba fi na sekan kra me de ko esi kan dem dia wo famu a ene me mpaboa ma mpa ma ene me jam mpaboa no na me
munye twa na ye adwuma kama
o munye twa o be ma de ye adwuma all right but nipa na no na mkeka say me be ma wu pa nko sinya de nipa no ana me so already no so me be ma wu no mu hu se bia ba bi di ma chi ana se bi ti sana no o ka so bi be ma wu asante wa no na aye den o de ka so bia be test na wa be ka so ampanyampa ma ko ya ko no bi nya adwuma de chofa o de dia si de asida na me mama nya me se ma wu ni dia sana ma bi se tie ko tie me na yibi do me nya mo bi kura firi ma krade abi nfi ebi go to bi ama me afuru ada me de be ya adwuma tika ma nipa na hu se bi nya me bo nipa different nya no kudie ni nyina na nipa bi di no kudi Yesu echi nipa egudu enama sase so no difference na me kwete no
we o be ma no azise ye twa no be de na wadwonso wo twa na wato anana no mo onse do akwaje de yen ade ade a ukwaje de yen na se obi na mabonti na mafo na mabonti na muka se obe ma wu a we so yasem we eye be matwa hwe eye a empem bebre enwoma sisi wo ye na brabo mu ha ye nipa all right but emma yemfa emra no enhye yensa wo twa na wato na no monse do esa se yeserew se oba ma wu oba bia meka hweye won emma hweye wo be fie ha no mu a wo ko MCR a awodifo bi egu ho no wo ye mmehyew na wo de da wo ka kwatwa to atwene sisi a no wo ka se emboa bi wo ho no ma ye betumi de aboa wa wan na ekopesa amboa ne de abra wo sika ben na Ghana fo esa se Ghana fo ye wo da heart na kakra bi pe na wo hia amboa nti no ne ya start ne contributing to you so wo ba be ye we isi a no odwonso na ifo ne ye be party afa ehia ye de be fa eye wachi ana wo ye fo ne nchen he ehia ene ye de fa sisi a wo se wani so atew wo twa to atwene na ka wo ya anka solo ku bia ye ba bechi wo we yase no ebe ye logos o ho anka wewu na wo da ho saman da ho ne ye twi solo ku baka se ma ye me ho na so na aka ikira ma we ye futu ye de ma ye nyina ye ho ye de tu ye ho fo wo situation bi mu a me pa cho share pe obia ubetumi ni na kasam ana wonya nkopon wo hokọ na nim no ne nka yes so so be me wunti ukwa ko twa to atwene nti u twa to atwene na nka Johnson na ifa na be fa de ade so isi e is a doctor for entumi ampate kwan anto baby ama oni e de rubber shower e ho na be hu wabrabo be ya mobo se mi kume ho na mato na nane wonse do na sidi ayesirim na tontwa bra na wo de sabi de na manfo ote na wo de umpa bia na ento obi siriwa obi so abetwa ya hwe jamu no mo siriwe jamu no mo se huwe ade ne yaje sisi ya wo da asipiti ya wo da wa wo ni ye kasei se Ghana fo wamboa bia o metumi di aboa wa enti emoa na wo pe na wantumi ama abonten ameka se me hia moa yesi me be ma ewu enti mo moa me na menya doctor papa no ntumi hwa me na me be ma ntumi empagya no ho na metumi de didwuma na wo da so fa se kan blade obi be ka blade wo de yi osanka me de yi ni nyina afiri ho abre wo akukudro pa o osi mi twa no kra no so eya me yanso me yere me wo se me twa ana wo twa to atwene sisi ana beje bebia wo de badwo so afa sisi ana surgery na bebe mu o eya wa wo besi afa mu no enya ya oketwa enti sa hospital bill hwan na eba betu ya de ama wo aban na bebe mu ana hwan ya hwan aya ni o mebi ho no mu ahwe dene de yenim se dene de situation bi wa aheti wa odwene wa wonya asam ne pom sebre but wonya nkopon wo ho konanim yesrew nipa na so jan ma ne srewe no wanya obi ma na twini soloku ana ono ba besrewa nti wososo wo de awerho ekwakoyi ekotwa wo be ma to atwene akoto na nanu wonse do onso wo ni wanfa wo owo so mpewo wo so wanfa wanko sisi ano eyewu na aba befemu no kina bi wo de hia nyansa isi a wo hia mmoa wan na de mmoa yi brawo wan Ghana for wo akoma panti eya na obi take decision eda no yi footbridge na de ya ye overhead na interchange na obi akogina hiro me beto me ho ato atwene mewu agese ye pa ne chewo o bra ye sere wate bra enku ho wate bra ye be so wo de ye be so bra wo de sifom ade ne ye je wo man Ghana sabe nyame ede tumi ne ho de amaye na ade wei eya ye yisu ana me bisa ye yisu ana na ye yisu mesra mo ma yen ahwe yie enya bibia na ya de tumi hye yansase ye kuya ho o na onim no obi fam onim situation obi kom onim ateti obi fam na nso ne nyina ojane na nso se nyameti ase mefam na o de ya serewa o se ya sereminti ya twetwe mi ya bom siri hehenti eno nti no me yi me be mafi wo na mato na nanu mo so na o de pe ho asem na kokoto na nanu mo so ka bro ya be bro kra na ka wa be hunu ya be sibiri mo awon se ya bro sama ya bro ujira woni ya hwew ka wa no so matatew sisi ani atowi aye den ya obi be yimwa ade aba na emom fa hye ade wei akwada hwe peni hwe efuto be na wo de ama no wo ka cha kwala na obi ono so ko sat situation we say BBC no so enje ne nkwa efenfinisem ade a nyame de nkwa adom wa ono no nim o se ommaye ade so ye ntumi sua enkrafo se ha boja chune ha boja ko
na metimi so se be ya emfa ha obi amma
wo tumi fa sua how dey say itinga ni onye o ketele ni producer mi da say na da also me jeme nkwa afi sem wonim se na life se na eda ka obebo nyame mpaye no wato nkwadem o Ghana duane dedede we wo si mi gya ho no na makọ na hwan na nka emedi mesra mo man ya hweye se na be ya dan ni dan nyina ye mpra ye ho na asomodwe ebeba we ne nsem a ye de tu ye ho fo mesra sa wo so situation bi se ma me pa chawo enje wo nkwa efefe sem nyame otiase fa wo hawo ne wade hwe nyina fama no no obekere wo kwan a obefa so a asomodwe ebeba obi serewa jana man serew obi se wo de ayi boy abai empra ya twi wo de wo tumi twi bi jana man ne serew obi serew sa wo ho ye fa jano embre bi baba wo be ye fa chen no how bra how what sister how enkodi ho awu mo kira so enkofo how bia enfemba isi ono na ne ho aka adwami isi opemwa yehwe se mo abekwa eno so ye wo man Ghana mu ye bete na ye hu asam ne pom sibre baby adru no mama menda aboafo ase sika fam omo anaso ya sema ya de Ghana wodo dwumedie ya de somo afide kese so anapa me bisa wo se eye toothpaste ben na wodi etwe wo sen lale kuifo da ni bi na wakoto dia me pacho emboa wo me kanfo eye Enagard medicated toothpaste ediamao wodi twe wo sen a wo se be ye fitefitefita if enkana beba no eye pleasant woni beje ho pa enkwada aditwi empani aditwi bomodia na kopa bi wo pedodo atu aton enyamfa so bebre so a omo bebo ama onye bi etu akoton sene be ya bibia ebe ye fefefe omo prempem mat agenset eye hair center behind Well Filling Station osu ukwa obenye bi etu akoton oko eye Hana stores a eben Power FM osu hosu benye bi Grace Commission abronsan na mo ope ba ko mienu miensa kopi medu so a obenye bi etu anato e de akoma busuafo amam de twi omosen oko eye Farm Global Ventures eben Nance Joint Boade Road hosu benye bi NFA the mall ho hosu benye bi etu akoton from 24 I was 0244425804 0244425804 anope yade be na etete wo yade be na ehaw say stroke akoma yade diabetes asthma poor blood circulation wo kidney na ho aba how sisi na ya wo spinal cord no na ho atochema prostate enlargement ana wo be ma yo no ensisisu yi a me pa cha obi de na wekotwa to atwene wo de na ensisisu yi a me kanfo ye Hola Savior Herbal Center de ama ko na mo wedropa na engina so yi se na be ya ma na omo seresero na omo sere obium na omo begina mo nan so no mo hia kama me pa cha omo de bibidro no na omo didi dwuma momodiana yehwe omo ashaiman omo ne Access Bank no na edi enhwe ne mu from e was 0240409991 if 0200623038 and 0576656658 Travel and tour and our pen mama boy wa kwento nkrata sem ho me pa cho bukatafo no omo bi omo nipa nti wa ma wani anda ho a omo be yola lekwe usika no mbaji edi no wasen adwane anope me kanfo eye ahye ba kope eye go same travel and tour edi amount jumedia omo di ebenie eye student visa business visa tourist visa visa renewal sponsorship bank statement for all visas birth certificates business certificate and if a passport but modern ahwe omo se na be ya wa kwento nkrata sem no meye na kama de ama wo na okodu amano ne ho no ma dwumadi a kwakwedi no watumi adiniye na asomodwe aba omo eye no ngwa Cantonment Great Commission abronsan na emo from penifo na woni omundi ensa woso 0244425804 0244425804 Oba ewie eye SS Warrior University Upper Media School bi ede ne ho abata se ne be yansam tredwuma no ono so betumi akwadre wo mu ye pa me pa cho me kanfo the Ayam Media and Professional Institute ede ama bo modern na ihwe mo kira kwan na omo so to dwumadi omodi ne yebo so mo 9 pe na wo ba no wawie almost 80% practical and 20% theory bo modern na hwehwe omo dwumadi omodi ebini eye digital literacy financial literacy and media literacy se na wo ba no ne communication skill no be effective ne fe obetumi akenkan wetumi akere no momode na hwehwe eye di Ayam Media and Professional Institute na omo sotil omo Great Commission abronsan na emu omo ben St Michael Primary School fra empenifo na oni omo di nsawoso eye 0544713929 0544713929 efe se wo pe eye TV station bi amama bo wadwuma wo de ro ede amama wa me pa cho me kanfo eye Great Commission TV ede amama wo sa ukotena wadwuma no store ha yentade ana wo officer client ember ai wonya station papa mombo wadwuma no de ro fama enti me kanfo eye Great Commission TV ede amama fa wadwuma ne bra ne bebo ho de ro ede amama ne beka ensa wo de beji sika from penifo e was 0544713929 0544713929 na me ka cho se fe na wa join here live ewo if you dey kese so a stream live ewo Facebook, YouTube and all our social media platforms momodi ana ko na uja wo comment to her follow like share na obisu enye bi share the link na obisu enhu na bibibia enye fefefe se if na also share we if you dey kese so a TV so a me pa cho your WhatsApp line no at the screen so momodi ana ja wo comment to her na yenkin kan enfem ma it's a pleasure to be on your screen dan nyina eyemenika eyem awahoa se metena se na Ghana ho dodwumedie me de asomo edi amegiso e ma kasamafu yamansa obetumi afrɛ me MC yamansa me pagya me nsa na mageso logozo Eddie Amau. Bebe ya bedru no ye ba bedi Ghana komo. Ghana ye yo. Ghana punchuo and na Ghana kainko mese so bejebre na watna say every sabre kopem said non do bebo near di jumedie no. Ye di esi na no pay and someone ye ba bedwendwene ho no enu nie ye ba be hwe eye government say omo install 3,000 transformers na be ya dum so na mo ka say dum so no mo say dum so na transformers na yesesa no eno nti na ma sa kakra na ba no ye ba be hwe sisi anu ne akwakodru sa 3,000 transformers no he no madru ekosen boa ama load no ba form na de ade a ye bebo awremu na ye di mu enkomo efre free SHS no ye say is under pressure Charles no ma threaten say enche shut down ba beba eno so ye bedi mu nkomo me no mienu nyina ye nim asam no nti ye nya openi bako ha ye ne ba betwetwe nkomo Christian Tete or a member of NDC communication team ono ena ye ne ba bedi nkomo nti na me ma na kwaba na fei nkomo no ye nhye ase Christian. Good morning.
Yeah, very good morning to you, my
Bibia Boko.
Nyame adom ne ahweye ene tactics kakra ene boy ho ban. Exactly.
Why fo? Ana me hu wa chenintia.
Well, who me a chenintia. In fact, ye wo ho ye adwuma behind scenes. Maybe most often no depending baby ya place will say ko ko bo aban who they row. So sometimes we go to other stations. That is why I come. So yesterday I was there when my boss called me like, Chris, you have a duty call. Go to Great Commission. And also naminama I say. So some way, somehow, no, I'm here finally.
Yedanyamiase. Right. Repem ye bema kwan na jumedi a wo ba bedino wo de atudwa na ye hu nia eko. Na yen hyase yemfa 3,000 transformers aban say omo de hihye so no. Sisi a ekose.
Okay. Me da se pane akwenya wo de amame. Na mada etifo nyina ene ahwefo nyina ase. Na mas ko Tama West constituency na me den chair mo do ama all the branch executives. They are the foundation of the party. And the NDC yeko nyina no the base of the party, that is the engine room of the party. So me den chair kese edema all branch executives across the Tama West constituency and also across the whole country.
Right.
And also make it a point say so I do say Ghana no. We need to be very fair, very focused on centering our focus on issues of development. Now, the recent revamp of our energy sector, there are many factors. Ya dwene ho enti a wose san hihyewe no yede eba. Say as a developing country, the bia population increase. Enti se ebasa niema na ye wo a eboa ema ye asetina dada asetina ekonkan no the pressure and I say some sort of I'll say pressure the two sanima we so a bit say nsuo a bit say nkania a bit say akwan in fact a bit say esukwa dan has
health.
So these are the basic but important facilities due to population increase no the pressure any threat heading at the torso. Now there are some communities in the early 90s 2000 no, those communities were never in existence. A bit to say East Legon Hills, Adringano. These are densely populated areas today. A lot of residency. Industries are being sprinkled up across. Not only in these areas, but across the country due to population increase. And you know, say, obi bia osi dan bia no, obi here in nkania. So at the end of the day, if maybe you find the same Nungwa area ha, you will transform maybe a supply power to maybe 30,000 citizens within this particular enclave. But as a result of urbanization or increasing populations, so 3,000 citizens now, that single transformer air serve or no, and the pressure ever by then ever
right.
So technically, across the country, it has been identified, say, because of increasing population, high demand of electricity, both domestic and industrial, ama pressure about some of the transformers. So transformer baby also they have lived up to their stage. You kind of potoka se mai because a spy achedodo. So at the end of the day, you could see say though enyenam kanyan ewo ho ejuma, but you see there are some fluctuations. Ni na ekire say ahoden a ewo say transformer no efa no
entimi mfa
abroso ento ehu be hia say ye be ye insisaye ene insakraye.
Okay.
So these are some of the factors that is propelling government to take this particular decision. And you say obeti baby na okase doom so never the case. The bottom line is that the factors that are lining up are the contributing factors. And as a government that is ready to show commitment in the energy sector, not only the energy sector, in all the sectors of our economy,
okay.
And who be here say ya di ebe hwe yen enyinam kanea ene nejumedie so ene uko bon area, you have seen so much development whereby you have the free zones that comprise of what heavy machines industry that depends solely on electricity. If you go to a place like Ho, for instance, is one of the fastest growing regions. If you go to Kumasi metropolis, is one of the most, in fact, the largest in terms of population. So all these particular factors will be here say and the abiding she mono. Dear be ya and fans so bonny and fan bro my Ghana. And the energy ministry, any the committee responsible for what energy in parliament at nasa any abide adwin who say who be here say be insisaye send be ya yinam kania no who be den ebe ba pepepe amayen.
Okay.
Enti who be here say be cra transformers. So places that have been identified
for phase 1,
for
right?
phase 1,
okay.
Effectively working closely with the ECG officials and the government. Periodically, we are facing this power outage because of some of this replacement.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, and yes, a doom so now, but these are the practical measures taken by the administration to make sure that this particular problem is solved.
Right.
Yeah, Babaji, Ghana are managing your sectors of our economy, behind that, and yes, I mean, but we are learning. Behind that, the state at which our energy sector was on Nenya Papa. Omu jaye only 3 hours of what? Power I bet me my and Kania as on my Ghana. Ye di efie juma, ye di economic activities juma. Single 3 hours. But John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency Ebaino, who said, no, this is the problem that we are facing. And the funny and the sad part of the whole thing is that for the past 8 years now, they have not shown commitment in the energy sector. When I say commitment, what do I mean? Because of increasing population, you must what? Expand. You must improve service delivery and possibly add capacity to the existing one. We never saw
to ease tension, right?
Absolutely. But because we never saw this, it is posing pressure on the available facilities that we have. Most importantly, the transformers. So as a responsible government NDC, thinking through of the benefit of what energy supply in a country, so these are practical measures that is happening across the country for the purpose of what? A stable power supplies across the country for domestic purposes and for industrial purposes. So practically, the discussions, the assertion that it is doing so, those allegations are falsehoods, they are baseless and they are founded.
So they are not doing so.
They are not doing so. Any well-meaning Ghanaian that understands the problem, that understands the practical steps used to solve this particular matter will say this is a genuine cause. So let us support the government by making sure that they do it on time so that our power situation would not be interrupted. So definitely, we are at the phase 1 of this particular activity. And in doing so, Bom Katamanso constituency linking to East Legon Hills, moving to Medina have seen a lot of electrification. What I mean is that there are a lot of street lights that's being chained across. What is the purpose?
But some parts any street light.
Absolutely. Yeah, may I say Ashama, for instance, is having its fair share.
Ashaiman and the friend is saying barrier pokwase eko amasamai no ayare ho.
You see, say as on my Ghana, baby I do no. I was say kind of creature ye ho. Abanda da amba mbemboayen. I didn't make can say development is a process that never ends. And he said, me koku Christian, me nya akonya se me ba be di oman ni ma. Nyema ohu hia, e wo se me ye. Enyinam kanea, ayarehwe, esuku asem, akwan eni ade no. E wo se ye ni ko ho.
Are you saying say NPP buy no omo ntimi and
which ideally the records are there to show. Oko buy no, I was unable to put myself together well with my documentations. So that any particular matter that I put out there will be back with evidence.
Sure.
Madam, we have not seen any commitment in the energy sector. We have not seen any commitment in the educational sector.
Not kete kura.
Absolutely. The fact of the matter is that omobeka potokasi rhetorics, but the actual commitment to make sure that whatever they say materialize no is false. It does not exist. You understand? It does not exist. They were going all over. Let's take the transport ministry and road ministry as a case study. How many kilometers of roads was the previous 8 years government and Nadu Dankwa Akuma constructed? And as it stands now, most of those projects that they started for 8 years, we are now continuing those projects. So when I'm making this particular session, I know what I'm talking about.
So about the continuation or whatever.
I made that statement. Enti anka pokwase any areas now here can one no. Anka omu ye ene ba ya. We will not go to pokwase again. Maybe ebeko baby fufura then development what continues. But they came to office, virtually sat unconcerned and saw our economy perish. People lost their jobs. Doomsor was a peak of talk in town. Unemployment was so high. Ideally, they proposed to us, said they were the better managers of our economy. Because, madam, you can implement all policies, but immediately your economy fails, it is going to have a cascading effect on almost all your policies. Because it depends on the economy. It depends on the economy. So ideally, we are focused on making sure say we get the foundations right so far as our economy recovery is concerned. Then we can factor and do cross-sector investment purposely for our economy to boost. I have also heard say we are not tackling our major manifesto promise, I-24 economy. I was say the economy that they handed over to us was a junk economy, whereby interest rate was 17 Ghana cedis to $1. If you're a business person in Ghana the past 8 years, you saw how difficult cost of operating businesses were, how electricity tariffs were so high, the cost of fuel. And these are the sensitive part of what? Any economy. And these things were at the negative side. As if that was not enough. Ideally, we have a country to manage, and we must manage our country with what? Practical measures that will have a cascading effect on the life of Ghanaians. 1 year, 15 months in office by the NDC administration, we have seen a massive improvement in our healthcare delivery, energy supply, healthcare delivery, and as a matter of fact, some few days ago, the president launched the free primary healthcare, which is targeting and focus on what? Giving attention to what? Critical diseases from the early stage by what? Screening the people periodically.
Okay.
And also increase accessibility, getting healthcare closer to the people. These are measures that are very key to the Ghanaian people. For instance, they were making mockery of the tricycle compared to ambulance. Ideally, I don't know how they understand things. Because look, there are communities today that cars or vehicles can go through. You can only access those community by either a motorbike or a tricycle. So if somebody is in that community, how do that person access healthcare delivery?
But some man
So ideally,
explaining
yes,
and yet ambulance.
yes,
But say case no epeja ne mona say bibi say anyone they come to me Eddie aye bibi sa.
Absolutely.
That's tricycle no is there for say Eddie edro egumako and be another
community
omu here edro no nti juma eba bedini, but in case na the need no arise say be obi enwa touchma nansen kra wuti wo not ton okujeto area honomo.
Okay.
Mami bi a onye nsen a okwakowo a omunya car na de on ye say onante blah 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 blah. I'm saying mami nam so to na no won say do bibi sa. Enti sa tricycle wo honomo at that moment I
you
think
could have saved a life.
to me a save a life. But who tackle on the 24-hour economy?
Right.
And what was your main NDC? No
Okay.
main a year with ba abem say 24-hour economy. The man aba bechina ama and no so na Ghana for be mo ehwe ya mo de to aba edema. But you said something say Ghana for be say yen tackle ye yen share mo kena ye yen ye ye promise.
Okay.
Ubo o share me bo.
Very well.
The same to wa share me bo. Say ochina wo ba be toka den edi amami. Na ma hwe ni ma na ka ne ba den ya me hit.
Absolutely.
You get it. And
it is well accepted. But the fact of the matter is that you don't just get up and build. Okay?
Take it time.
You build with not, and you say take it time, you build with proper foundation.
Right.
And the 24 economy that we are talking about, this is a policy driven for what? A purpose, which is job creation, economic improvement in the economy. Me
too.
Yenyanum had the chance to implement policies like planting for food and jobs, one district, one factory. One of their campaign promise on
Agenda 111.
But the question is, how successful did these particular policies ended, and what are the benefits for the Ghanaian? Okay, so as part of effective implementation of policy with practical measures, we have identified say economy na a woman MP before the giant. Let's focus on what? Making sure that we get a robust economy. And that has been demonstrated from 17 Ghana cedis to 10 Ghana cedis today. As part of economic recovery process, because any policy that you enroll should be based on how strong your economy is. When investors are coming to Ghana to come and invest, they are going to look at how strong, how robust your financial sector, your interest rate is in the economy.
Okay.
So we are building confidence. We are making sure that the economy revamps. We don't want to have a premature ejaculated policy like the free SHS, planting for food and jobs. What was the intended purpose for planting for food and jobs? Was to create jobs, make food accessible and cheaper for the Ghanaian people. But at the end of the day, we saw the persistent increase in food prices. We saw the persistent cost of doing businesses. So now that the fuel prices are down, if you're a businessman or a businesswoman, you need under 11 cedis to get $1 to trade. That is an improvement. So it means we are focusing on what? Getting the foundation set. A bill in Parliament has been passed for the 24-hour economy secretariat. These are practical measures. So ideally, ye per se ye and it's not a take time. So Ghanaians should be rest assured, say we are focused on getting the economy right, getting the needed business environment, a robust economy for that matter. Senebeya, Shasia is not going to be a premature ejaculated policy that we saw in the past 8 years.
Sir, my members are way answering about transformers whether manufacture no locally and I say importing based on your working say economy no mobile mama na is stable blah blah blah. Look at what touch my market women almost yam sellers almost omabemebu na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama omabemebu minim say what video ni bi ahwa
na me nya hwe
unya enhwe right omo kasa bebre esi say na wo kasa ene wo kọ adwaman so a wo to ade kra na eye okay nneoma bo no na ade no aye stable kakra e wo fom na da omo de omo su
okay
kechimafo super papa I don't know say me producer mo benya sa video no e de amayen na me boss etumi ahwe kakra ma me
okay who say ade ba kwa me ka fa ho ne say your mind are ye tumpong. So as part of that, no, we are volatile to changes, shortfalls, and so on. Well accepted.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, one thing that I believe is that the majority of Ghanaians, not forsaking the minorities' view, but at the end of the day, if you go to your street today and ask the other Ghanaian what are the result of the 2024 general elections, we have seen massive economic improvement. We have seen the reduction of fuel prices. Not only that, now you have seen the reduction of what? Building materials. Cement that was sold at 130, 120 is now serving at what? 85 cedis, 90 Ghana cedis. That is an improvement. And a ton of iron ore that was sold at what? 11,000 is now selling at what? 7,500 Ghana cedis in this country. So these are practical measures that people can attest to.
Okay.
Not forgetting the concerns of other people, but at the end of the day, in generality, if you come to security, our economy, healthcare delivery, we have done practically better in the past 15 months that we are in office. But at the end of the day, wherever those complaints are coming from, I'll urge the local authorities, the MC, the MPs to engage the people and identify their problems, and so that they can be solved for them accordingly.
Okay. Sisi ano transformers no ye no wahana mana say imported ye.
Ebi waha, ebi so imported. So practically, no, as part of the committee sitting, no, it is a cross-sector meeting. So ideally, no, part will be here, made from here, and part will be imported. Purposely, for the benefit of the Ghanaian people. There have been many discussions whether our locally produced transformers are robust enough. Yes, I can tell you for a fact. I use made in Ghana product, as you can see. This shirt is made in Ghana. So practically, we should first of all prioritize our own and make sure that whatever business environment that we need to create for our goods to also strive, no, that is done across. But at the end of the day, whether it is from outside or it's from Ghana, it is coming to serve the interests of the Ghanaian people.
Okay. Mami Sambisa wo, street light, no, abai the assemblies nana.
Ideally, I don't know, but what I know for sure is that assemblies, supervision, enforcement, and so on. So maybe, unless of course I get that particular information from you, whether. But what I notice is that most of the MCs are championing this particular cause.
Yes.
Whether the government machinery has given it to them based on private people as contract or so on, I don't know. But for sure, definitely, whether it is given to the assemblies or not, we are constructing street lights across the country, purposely in Greater Accra, where darkness is seen. Some few days you've passed there, you could see that there's light over there. So practically, I need to get that particular information for you, correct information for that matter, so that then we can see how far things go.
Because Ghana yesum, because Ghana yesuma, you understand me?
Absolutely.
Because we do bepe no, because light out.
Okay.
But a street light.
Okay.
And such places now say ye di obi bonia.
How would you know?
You get it. And into champions, that's a mami. Mama yanko share a techi my yam sellers no and send me or more can efa ho. Now on channel ya efa mami yanko your next topic in so. Yaba is here.
Your mama,
Right, Omoni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will be power. Christian. Me pacho resetting. Me my hate it. Me pacho resetting.
Okay, me mami akasa mami niaje. You see the zeal, the passion, and all the energy that she uses to communicate. It shows how passionate she is as a citizen.
Yeah.
Mommy, I want to assure you, say, no munsio, netina say, your concerns will be addressed. What are only problems? Or say, Ankaneno, now you talk a bro one bag, 1,200 and over, and then 450, 500. Biankasa, mimi ekweni. I've seen the massive reduction in food commodities across the country. So that is not new. The positive thing here is that, and the most important thing is that, foods are relatively cheaper. So for say we here 1,200, 250 to go and buy a bottle of bag, no, and then we here only 500 Ghana or even 450 to get a bag, serving the same value for the same purpose. So ideally, this is economic improvement. Not forgetting their concerns, but I know that the Techiman people, we love them so much, and at the end of the day, the needed attention will be given to them as such. Absolutely. I just like the way she's speaking, but I wouldn't want to read any political meaning to this, but I'm a strategic communicator. There are a lot of things that we see when people are speaking. You understand, to see whether this is a genuine cause or not. But we are not going to conclude on that. If it's not motivated by any mischievous agenda to turn the image of the government, I will say that it is a good cause, but the needed attention will be given to the good people of Techiman.
Right. Mama yanko ye next topic in the sona ye ND enkomo. Eya free SHS is under pressure. Ye nim so na mamen kan bibi kakra wa hanamo. Eya National Secretary at the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, CHAS. Omopenia Odano clarified that schools across the country have sufficient food stock to feed students, but are facing challenges due to a lack of funding for perishable items. Speaking on the Joy News Desk on Joy News, he explained that the issues is not food shortages, but delays in financial support for essential perishable supplies. According to him, funding for these items has been in arrears for the past 7 months, creating difficulties for school authorities in maintaining balanced meals for students. He noted that the concerns were raised during a follow-up meeting with the Ghana Education Service and key stakeholders, including the Ghana Education Trust Fund and the National Food Buffer Stock Company. Openi Chema stated that the while non-perishable food items are available, the absence of funds to procure perishables such as fresh produce is affecting the overall feeding program. He emphasized the need for government to urgently release the funds to address the backlog and ensure smooth feeding operation in schools. By a school feeding crisis, a check has been issued by Get Fund to the Ministry for the School Feeding Program, Honorable Kwame Frimpong and Nadi and Semi Babontain. So far, so good. I say me, I was saying a false publication and now say Yenjindi and Nania a Charles Penida Babontain. So,
oh, ideally, you see, 15 months in office as a government. One of the key things that you have noticed is that there are a lot of deficiencies in our state institutions, and the educational sector is no exception. You see, when we are talking about a reset agenda, we were focused on what? Identifying the issues, the problems, not only that, finding lasting ways of what? Solving them. Yesterday, I heard the Honorable speak about this same check on key points yesterday, that the check is available and today is going to hit the various account of schools. So ideally, one of the key things I'm so happy about is that my government is a listening government. Not only a listening government, an inclusive government, where the views of citizens, civil society organization, interest groups are always welcome. And constantly, the government of Ghana has been accountable for the good people of Ghana through government accountability series. Yesterday, the Minister of Local Government spoke to the good people of Ghana, updating them, accounting to them the success stories, where we inherited, what we are doing differently in the economy. So practically and basically, I can say that the free SHS, that our friends in the MPP family made Ghanaians understood that when we are given the chance, we are going to cancel the free SHS. We have shown that we are coming to give it a boost and strengthen it and make the process very, very transparent. So as part of the reset agenda, I am always committed that Mr. Haruna Idrisu, as the head, as the Minister of Education, assisted by Dr. Clement Apak, they are going to do a massive job. And we have seen that over these 15 months. By one, reinstalling the PTA system that was scrapped off the educational structure. That is a very key and a sensitive part of what our educational builder, especially in the secondary school levels, that has been restored. Arrears that were old, so far as food is concerned, shortages is concerned today, the offices have a lot of food available for the purpose of feeding. The concern reign about funding to perishable goods is a concern. And as we are speaking, a check has been issued. This is a listening government, not a government that will sit somewhere and anytime Ghanaians speak, they say, it's a campaign. Ideally, practically. You see, that's why I said, as part of measures, consultation, keep practical people are on board. You understand? So some of the things might practically delay because of structural issues.
Okay.
We want to do everything, do it in the right direction, so that the good people of Ghana, for that matter, our students at the senior high level, can have efficient and effective ways. We don't want a situation whereby the Ghanaian students will be fed with only rice, gari, and beans for a longer time. Once upon a time, our students were fed with Mososho expired rice in this country. Meanwhile, they had, the MPP had a policy whereby food will be created, jobs will be created, plans of food and jobs. But what was the success? That is why I keep telling and keep emphasizing that you implement policies with structures, strategic structures for that matter. As it stands now, the Agric Ministry is working so hard for an improved seedlings in what? Getting pepper, cucumber, tomatoes, across the country as strategic locations, purposely to boost our agricultural demand.
Okay.
So these are practical measures. So I am very confident in my government, if not for anything. We have seen massive improvement in educational structures by making sure that the teachers get their power back again in terms of disciplining us too. So ideally, collectively, we are resetting Ghana with practical measures, and it's going to have a cascading effect on us as a country positively.
What if shutdown occurs? Plans Ben Amowo at the boarding students. To me and coffee easily.
I can say on authority and confidently that there is not going to be any shutdown. Hey, look, you see, I am a farmer myself. As it stands now, I have paddy rice yet to be milled. I have bags of maize sitting down. So even as a young farmer, in my little capacity, I have this food stock available.
Okay.
Imagine all farmers across the country. And you know, the buffer stock has been financed so well to purchase products produced from farmers, so that they can keep it for future references. I can tell you for a fact that we will never and ever get any shutdown so far as feeding our students are concerned. For that matter, securing our food needs or our food demand for the whole country. If not for anything, we have had so much maize in the system, so much cereals in general in the system. Ideally, we have a better economy championing the reset agenda.
To see I buy get fun, release that check or whatever to various schools. Someone had problem now to me. And sorting and few horns. You see, I know Charles Penny no Barrow or Baba Bontin. I'll be clarify now because of my young say over 7 months and arrears kakrebi woho and you see I know get fund for Ababontin see release baby into Ababontin Ababekasa.
Well, I don't speak for him, but I don't know how he's going to tackle this particular matter. And one thing I always believe is that engagement should always be the way, because you know, some of these issues are practically national security issues in extension. And you say, maybe if you are an agency or head of an institution, you must be very, very, very responsible in your act and in conduct, because your issues or anything that comes out of your mouth become an issue of national interest. So ideally, it is up to him to do the needful by coming out to come and to clarify issues. But ideally, I don't speak for him. But at the end of the day, I know that he is somebody that understands the system, and I think due process should have followed. Ideally, I always, as part of democracy, always call for engagement, engaging the good people of Ghana. I don't know if maybe I don't know. Maybe he was absent when this particular sensitive meetings was held, which means he is privy to the information that a check will be released in some few days. I don't know. These are questions that we need to ask. But forgetting that, we must always make sure that we are on top of duties by engaging the right people at the right time, so that we don't end up misinforming people before we are going to look for time to go and do clarification.
Okay. Sisi get fun at the check ya babontin. Ye hwe say ye be chesika no akọ the various na obia ho adwojo se na be ya enuane na de. We know say buffer stock national buffer stock na de. But schools, you know, are they going to allow them to buy locally instead of relying on the central suppliers?
Okay, it is a 50-50 approach. In my community where I schooled, Tongosine High Technical School, there is that's the hometown of Honorable Roxanne Nelson, the female called the Chief Whip. My 3 years in school, we have never procured
locally.
We have never procured outside the jurisdictions when it comes to food produce. You understand? Maybe except maybe fish. But when it comes to tomatoes, pepper, okra, we go to Germany market to go and procure. And we work with identify farmers. There is an egg, a poultry factory, a poultry farm just closer to us. So I was the dining hall prefect. So I champion some of these purchases in consultation with the Beza and also the matron of the school. We go to go and buy directly from local sources. And when that happens, it is also going to create a base in a micro economy for businesses to strive. Imagine going to buy maybe 100 crates of egg, maybe outside a community. Meanwhile, they have the capacity and they have the capacity to supply that 50 crates. So at the end of the day, that little money remains in that particular area, boosting that local economy and helping that farmer to invest more, because there is already market. So we are focused on making sure that all this procurement that will be done locally from identified and well registered and licensed farmers or traders across this particular sector, so that we don't end up having shortages in this particular process. If not for anything, 15 months is off. We have seen a prudent management of our economy that is cascading into other sectors. If not for anything, we have not had any shortfall, any short supply in terms of food to our feeding system. So there is no possible shutdown in this. This is going to be a transparent, and I'm sure that the needed hands are going to receive the needed funds for the purpose of purchasing food for our students.
yɛbɛhwɛ na ɔde ne final words ato dwa no afei ɔwɔ nsɛmmienu mmiɛnsa bi kafa dwumadie bi a ɔba bɛdi ho na sisi a mene mu kasa yi ɛyɛ release a ɛde ba abɔnten a ɛyɛ national secretary ɛde ma conference of heads of assisted secondary schools charles no ɛyɛ Mr. Barrow ɔde ba abɔnten sɛ arrears kakra bi wɔ hɔ na esi ɛne mu kasa yi ɛyɛ get fund release ɛyɛ check a ɛde ama ministry for the school feeding program so ɔmo hwɛ na ɔmo ntotototo nyama na asomodwe embra ɛno na ɔka no ɔmo aban no ɔyɛ listening ɛyɛ government nti sɛ asɛm no mbia n'ani kora ɛmbɔ so ano nte yɛ kora na immediately a ɔmo aso ɛbɛtwa ɔmo asom ne ntɛntɛm na ɔmo bɛdi ho dwuma ama bibibia ayɛ fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ nti fa final words fɛto dwa wɔ nsɛm mmienu ho na fɛ yɛmbɔnra wo SRC anameboa
me school call for SRC
are
elections.
you contesting?
No, I'm not contesting.
You are not.
And I'm not contesting.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay. So you give us your final words then.
Okay, ideally, my final words are going to go straight to the good people of Ghana. That the hope that they had in us as a result of the 2024 general elections, we are seeing the practical effects of the vote that they gave to us, and we are committed in engaging them on any matter so far as managing this particular country is concerned. I am very confident, and I've always maintained that the NDC administration led by John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman, and all the sector ministers will never and ever fail Ghana. And let me say a very big good morning to Honorable Dr. Alexander Amo-Mafo. He's from Tama West constituency. He's vying for the national vice chairman of the NDC, National Democratic Congress. So, Doc, wherever you are, he's a youth, very centered in youth development, very focused and touching on the base. So, Dr. Alexander Amo-Mafo, say a very good morning to you and wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you.
You see, I am called SRC. Okay. What do you have for us?
Okay. So maybe producer bet me I projected a flyer now. I'll be very
producer.
happy.
Okay,
I'll be very happy. So these are a group of elegant, energetic young individuals from my school, African University of Communications and Business.
Okay.
And meeting me, I can say, working with these individuals over some few months, they have demonstrated their capacity. And these are our candidates that we are presenting towards the SRC elections. So, friends and loved ones, students of AUCB, I'm entreating you to vote correctly for the right candidate so that effective leadership will have on us as students. What are we talking about? Improvement, accessibility. And these young people are practically ready to lead the charge so far as the SRC is concerned. One thing that I've run out of this particular individual is competency, accessibility, commitment, and ready to work for the good people of AUCB and then 10 in general. Thank you.
Thank you. Enonti enona eda honomo. Ebusiafo yedi enkomo twetwe no ede ba awieye na quickly mama menda menya birthday we na enfree honomo. I believe says also fe na wa join here and some ya brosu bebre na friend is free school feeding program no dwumedie no na yese arrears kakra wo honomo ba yenya ne tie se get fund omo di sikasem na de na de akwakoma Ministry of Education so mo hwe na school feeding program no consulting na bibi anya kama eno nti NDC penia Christian tetetrema and some na babonte no momontungu na nokra bi enim na oha bi amba shut down bia emma na mpo no ebakra na tekrema ne anu friend say esia na yede kasa yede be kasa ama na yeyi eno nti mombo ne nyina entungu efe 3000 transformers na ye install wo manga na mo no mo kira good cost pa ekoyie ebeboa ama ye nyina sa dum planning na eto atwa embia wo no wo experience ye low current transformers na omo install no phase 1 omo de ahyehyɛ so no enti se embia wanya da na case ne bia ema wa bemumbu enye dum so is excellency John Dramani Mahama nankasa babontin se enye dum so asembia ne ekoso na enye dum so na because of transformers na omo install no enu ntina ma embia ba won na okanya no aye low kakra anase mbia na yedum no because embia mo endum na omo ntumi nye installation no e ma ne ntimi empeja enkoso entin sembia eba ededa abonten se eye dum so no omo se ne de twem mombontungu na nokra bia ennim I was for a moment birthday and fan free hall. My ya, my suba she, I will fear Hanamo, and Timoma Mania. Producers, a picture no I ready, and I'm the so Eddie Mammy. A glorious birthday and comma a Frank Asma. Or Ghana Air Force, way a free a Shafatu Muhammad war, or see SM for short, or no so a presenter, our great commission if you say so, or say Unyame on Shroud, on Yaukasia, on to condemn, on ma, and that would do birthday, blessing be a war and a Tuesday mono, and brow so, on ma and in Shiran and Adumono, and you're solid, and you're tight, na and you're more, was so happy, glorious birthday, and comma Frank. Asma or Ghana Air Force Penifono Ebako and we Efi Shafatu Muhammad Honomon. Ebusha for a hundred you made Nina EDC and Commano Ayade Ayakamapa Ayagai Ayasonch Mepacho Ayalogozo and on Tina Meshaoka Bomodiana follow ye and share the link no be soon share near share na ye di queen him now which I'll come into Honomo na ye can kind at your mouth you made dear ye do if you kiss you no a strong co and to myself said Danny Dangina ba air now so don't wash him and come on your channel was what you send a bay out coaching a baby na obi a tratra. Ubetumi a correcting it and say, yeah, be and yes, I can't as something yes, now I am Munchie Great Commission TV. Say, no more kind, as some say net here, Nania Walker. No, so to me defend on us one who's all mine. Utimubi, and come on, Elcon, so near Elcon, send near, or so Becassa, any idea. Mammy faster that Cassia and from a production crew in your producer na lamle lamte ya da obadi asendra na ne ho adodon kakra banya mencha de and then wababe ka ye ho enti ye da na se efe so the assistant Joyce Mensa ono so ye da na se papa oba so no oba ho fe oba ogina ne nanso ye papa efe ye ko MCR nana ya opare ena Andy Grant omo ena wo MCR hono mo dandan efidie no efe ye ba camera side hustle Richmond Kwesi Ifa ena Kingsley omo ena supporti ama bibibia fe efe ye editor Theodora Otis yeda wase bebre se de bia wojebre na odi enim na de tototo flyers so edemaye ama bibibia fefefe efe nana adwuman prempe ono ena ede beyiwa no ede somo yada na se papa Shafatu Muhammad so ebeka me ho ema yedi kro wakata no kakra na ba monte no yedo so mo ede somo efe Mary so yada na se so de ne moa ede kan ama bibibia fefefe efe sports agu kensia mutiawa Kofi Jerry the Gunnest ono so ena de agu kensia mutiawa ede be somo yen ewo efidie kesie so dane de nyina manage ma hwa se metna efidie kesie so na menemu edi nkomo ya nkomo na bibibia guy asida kese no enkoma kofabai Chief Apostle A Jackson ono ena CEO Edema Great Commission TV any other networks Jumedia ewo Omangana mu enyina efe General Managers ohenewa obaya papa bi obaya fanta obaya tobrum ono ena meka ne hwasemi managers odwene ne ma ho odwene ne workers ho odwene ne staff ho wo twa no so womi here na just you better to kakra edi amano yada na se de bia alternate ne yen no kire ne yen ye se ne be ya Great Commission TV ebetumi afa na ntemapa ifra me amede dwumadi an wochia me edi ameje so ema kasama fo yamansa wo frɛ me MC yamansa na me pagya me nsa se wari ase na me se logozo bebia ye guy bebia ayede nyame adoma ochina wokuada fugu day His Excellency John Dramani Diaba enti odiaba no ye betinem ni ahye fugu no na bibibia ayefefefe me shall say enkodi wo ho bone enhye wo ho akonfo nyame otiase den a wo so omre ebeba nyame adom ochina ye besinkunya ne asan yedi nkomo me shall wo hwe ho so yi have a blissful morning makram.
Beloved Yamin Shrao, a Prophet Bernard Esiam of Holy Ghost and Fire